listening pleasure, reaching for the bars.
Huzzah! We're getting
Hello.
better at that.
We can kind of.
Yeah, nice.
Sorry, that's
Do the old trick.
Did you have to adjust the camera angle because Mabry's not here?
Nope.
You just kept it the same?
I kept it the same.
Okay.
Welcome everyone to Reaching for the Bars podcast. We have today Andrew Weiss,
Hello.
Dusty LaBar,
Hi, everybody.
myself, Caleb Whitney,
Caleb.
and
That looked like a bad.
unfortunately,
I'm like,
You sit in Mabry's chair one day.
yeah,
it's the chair.
it's just rubbing off on you.
I was like, why do I want to do this?
All right, we're done.
And unfortunately, we don't have a Mabry Cook here today.
Do you guys feel like
He-
maybe suppressing an entire group of people?
Nope. I guess I can't blame it on Mabry anymore.
It's
But
just a seat, dude.
Area.
If you're not watching the video, Dusty's sitting in Mabry's chair, so he's getting a little
I'm getting
Dictator.
kind of dictatorish vibes.
dictatish vibes.
And then I'm sitting in Dusty's seat.
So
And
his
Andrew's-
penis grew 4 or 5 inches.
Wow.
All the way to 5 inches.
So I didn't have one before. Is what you're saying?
Oh, man.
I know that was so funny.
I'm the ugliest woman you've ever seen.
It depends on who you ask, man.
Sure.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
And then Andrew is sitting in Andrew's seat.
Yeah.
So he's exactly the same.
Like a normal person.
All things are normal. Penis size is the same.
Yikes.
Yeah. Yikes.
He's like, you haven't seen it today.
But so I would like to start off just saying so today is Sunday, September 18th when we're recording, but we had a competition yesterday. A lot of the members at our gym that sponsors the podcast,
Yeah.
CrossFit Invigorate, go out and compete at CrossFit Protocol. So shout out to them here they're in Decatur.
Indicator.
At the River City Showdown. But it made me start thinking about like CrossFit a little bit.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm just gonna jump right into this. You made the post about all those comp train athletes leaving comp train, going to hard work pays off.
Yeah.
Is
So-
comp train officially dead?
So here's the thing.
Hold on now. They still have, what's his name?
All right,
Nice,
you
dude.
You don't even know his
you
name.
still
All
have
You
Chandler
nailed it.
Smith.
right, there you go.
Okay, well, let me put it this
Good
way.
And he's a 2022 semifinals athlete.
I mean,
That's
and?
That's it.
Well, so here's the thing. They all left because the programming is crappy.
Mm-hmm.
He had, what's her face, Amanda Barnhart?
Yeah.
Part of her training last year was walking.
I mean,
That's a problem.
When you're
Walk in
trying
the
to,
sunlight.
maybe was she trying to like get started in her fitness journey?
Maybe Ben
she was
Bergeron
pretty-
trying to fitness. Nate Bargatze rule. Andrew, tell everybody what the Nate Bargatze rule is.
The Nate Bargatze rule is named after Nathan Bargatze.
It's Nathaniel.
Well, that's not what his ID says.
Oh, dude,
nice.
nice, dude.
It's a callback to his stand-up comedy.
I'll have to shout them
Clip
out.
that. Anyway, so he's a comedian, pretty famous guy now. He's got Netflix specials.
For some
and
reason, he
such.
won't come on the podcast. He's
Yeah.
being
Yeah,
super
I
stubborn
don't
about
get
it.
Yeah.
My dad keeps emailing him too.
We keep reaching out.
Yeah, your dad needs to keep emailing him.
Just keep bombarding him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, so he's a clean comedian, so he doesn't cuss at all, and so we try to be not
Strive.
sinners and do the same
I mean,
and not cuss. So if we do cuss, or if Caleb, so me and Dusty are subject to A-list cuss words. So if we say an A-list cuss word, which is your traditional, then we have to drink.
The F, the A, the C,
Yeah, all those.
the B.
Caleb, though, he's less of a sinner, so we we have to hold him a little bit more accountable. So if he says any B-list cuss words,
And that could just be anything with some stank on it.
yeah, I mean just any emotion.
If he was like this microphone, you'd be like, all right, well, relax, Caleb. Okay.
You don't have
So,
to call it micro. Okay?
You're not drinking today,
No, I'm not.
but if you cuss,
Yeah.
there's some beer over there. You got the shotgun one.
All right. Fair enough.
You're gonna have to just go home and drink some water before you work out. I don't know what to tell you.
Fair enough.
Okay.
so don't cuss.
I won't.
So anyway,
But yeah, I think comp train's dead, gone. Chandler Smith will be gone within a year.
Yeah.
But
Or he's
They're
done.
losing
Or
touch,
honestly,
man.
Or honestly, Chandler Smith is done.
could you imagine an NFL coach being like, "Hey, it's not about us beating the other team. It's about us being better than we were yesterday.
That's right.
Like they'd be like, "Get out of here! What are you doing?"
That's what I'm saying. Like
Any competitive sport, the sound that you made from that one post was like that dad talking to all those little kids.
Yeah.
He's like, listen, there are winners and there are losers. Yeah. And I hate to tell you this. If your dad says that it's okay to lose, I hate to tell you this, but he's most likely a loser.
And all the kids are like, okay.
It's so funny.
I mean, they literally, all these people that went from, if you don't follow CrossFit, Ben Bergeron's very like, the guy that runs it is very like, just be a better you today. And then tomorrow we'll be better than we were yesterday.
He'd be like a great lifestyle coach.
Yeah, he would be, except he's stupid. And then, they all went to Matt Frazier, and Matt Frazier's the opposite of that. He's like, I don't care about beating myself. I need to beat everybody on the field. That's it. So, I mean, it's better. It's better.
Yeah.
But I am going to jump in and say yesterday was awesome with all the athletes at the.
Yeah, y'all kicked butt.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did kick some booty.
Shout out to Mabry and RFTB sponsored Grant.
That's right.
Grant Beard.
Yeah, they did.
Beard.
Yeah.
They did great. Took first place in the RX male division. Shout out to Seth and his partner for taking third.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that was a tight race. The reason they didn't take second was because that guy on the other team,
dude, was strong.
When they said there was a clean ladder, that guy was like, all right, we're going to take this. Yeah.
Yeah, but really, I mean, they took second if it wasn't for the 335-pound clean ladder that they worked up to.
Yeah,
so that's
and
impressive.
Mabry hit 335 twice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep. Grant did no cleans because he's a wimp.
Oh, he did win the Bella Complex.
Yeah.
Chris doing his second competition ever.
Yeah, Chris did awesome.
Great. Oldwood custom cabinets.
Oldwood custom cabinets.
Chris is confusing, man. He's got like Crocs on, but then he's got these biceps. When you look like he's wearing a cut off, you're like, what is going on over here? It's crazy.
He's got a little bit of everything going on.
Yeah, he's got like,
And then Emily and Whitney crushed it, and Scout and Emily and Whitney. Gabby and Whitney crushed it together.
Did,
Long and Shorter.
That's right.
That was a funny team name.
They did, and they kind of got robbed on third place. Gabby and Whitney got robbed. They were like, "All right, max bike calories. Are you the guys the smallest team?"
Yeah.
Oh, is that so sad for you guys?
Oh, you're going up against the two girls that weigh 400 pounds combined. Yeah. It's like, oh, jeez.
Oh no. Did you just get done on a bike workout? Do you want to do another one? I was like, all right, guys. And the funny part where they were like, all right, 4 dumbbell snatches.
Yeah.
And then max meet. Why? Just start everybody on the bike.
Yeah.
It was a 15-pound dumbbell.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. It was bananas. It was such a weird way to do that, but whatever.
And then Emily and Scout, Swole Scouts. They did great.
What was their name?
Swole Scouts.
Swole Scouts.
Like a play on Girl Scouts.
Oh.
Because her name's Scout.
I don't think I would have got that.
And they said Swole.
I think if I sat here all day, I wouldn't have got that.
And our Masters team, Dave Falls and James Drake. James, friend of the podcast.
That's right.
Hold on a second.
Smashing it.
Let me step in here.
Okay.
James and Dave were the most fit-looking team.
Yeah.
By a large margin.
Yeah.
The guys they were going against were they were fat, if I put it nicely. But they were all on sauce. And if Dave and James don't get on TRT after this, it's a travesty.
I texted Dave and James to like afterwards and be like, hey, good job today, guys, and that kind of stuff. James is the most innocent guy that you'll ever meet. And he's like, hey, so that CTR stuff that those guys were talking about, like, where does one find that? And I'm like, well, first off, it's TRT.
It's like that. He's like DVDs.
Were they really talking about it just openly?
No. Well, the one guy in
obvious.
gray,
Yeah.
the one guy so he had the least athletic partner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That guy looked
they
like
took
he
first.
And they took first. That guy had everything that you would think like that guy's on TRT, like this massive back, like he's like all puffed up like this, and like he just looks like you're like, dude, you don't look like that.
But to be fair, they're doing local CrossFit competitions. Like they're not.
Yeah.
I mean,
Laura,
Yeah,
me and Laura,
they're. It's not like they're doing it for a bodily function.
me and Laura, no, they're doing it to be
I was about to
freaking
do it
jacked.
to be fit.
Yeah, but
They're doing it to be fit. Let's be real here.
Though.
What's that?
It's like a little different.
This is what Laura said to me. Because I was like, I want to do TRT. I want to get swole. I'm 35. I want to
Yeah.
get huge. She was like, as long as you are competing in any sport, I will not be okay with you.
I mean, that's fair.
I will not
That's
be
fair.
okay, even
Yeah,
at a
'cause you're
local
taking it
level,
from someone else.
because you're cheating. And I was like,
That's fair.
what about jiu-jitsu? You're like, no, that's worse. I'm like on top of somebody, like,
What about a little strangle?
yeah. So that was really funny.
It was
good.
fun, but good job to CrossFit Protocol River City Showdown. You can check them out on Instagram. They did. I thought they did a great job with the competition.
They ran it pretty well. I wish they would have given people a little bit more rest, although it was nice to finish early.
I think they probably plan on it, but there was just
people signed up.
so like there's a number of teams.
I say that while being like I didn't compete, so like I probably would have been like, this is good that it's going so fast. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I mean, I was by the end of it, I was like, all right, this is cool.
Yeah, yeah. I always have the problem when I compete. I'm always like, I'll see somebody crack a beer, and I'm like, oh, well, I want to do that. Every time, like somebody will be like, I'm gonna have a beer. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
Well,
you want to tell them about the new drink you just found this past on your vacation?
High Noons?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Is that your first time having those?
Second time. I found the first one on vacation.
Oh, dude, those are good.
Well, yeah. I was at a lobster.
We had to buy them at an Alabama store. We had to buy them at a liquor store.
Yeah. So we went to a lobster shack because I don't like seafood first off, but they had burgers there.
Yeah, it was in the kids'
So
menu.
it was after a long hike.
McDonald's.
It was after a long hike. I was very tired.
True, burgers after a hike.
So first off, I was like, well, I need to get some food in my belly or I'm going to be drunk. Because Laura's family, her brother and her parents, apparently they're like, we don't need to eat ever. We'll just eat. We'll eat breakfast and then we won't eat again until 9 tonight. Which I'm like, my cheeks are like drawn in. And I'm like, like falling down. So anyway, the one night Laura was like, are you going to have a drink? It's vacation. And I was like, if I don't eat food, I'll die. Like I'll pass out. But anyway, so we go to this restaurant and I was like, what are these high noons I've been hearing about? And she was like, the lady was like, all right, weirdo. I don't know. It's like a seltzer. What
pretty popular drink,
like,
dude.
She's like, all right, what do you want one? And I was like, what flavors do you have? And she was like, oh, whatever. And I was like, oh, peach. I'll try peach. And I was like, what's in it? She was like, I don't know, dude. Like, stop asking me weird questions. Do you want it or not?
On the can.
And I was like, all right, yeah, give me the vodka. So I crack it open and I'm like, this is gonna taste like peach schnapps and be gross. I took a sip and it was so refreshing. Oh, yeah. I was like, I'm gonna drink these all the time. And then I drank the whole thing and I was like, you probably only have a couple of these, Dustin. I'm pretty buzzed. And then I'm like, making fun of Laura's parents. I'm like, all right, everybody. Hey, we'll play chess, kid? Come over here. Let me teach you things. I also dominated Laura's 10-year-old nephew in chess. He didn't stand a chance.
And talked all the smack to him.
Talked all the smack. I mean, if you're gonna play with the big boys. Have you guys ever noticed that flying is the only reason I'm not a great flyer?
Oh, okay.
So have you ever noticed that?
Did you try it? What do you mean by that?
I don't like flying, so I get nervous.
Oh.
Have you ever noticed that airports are the only place that you can ask for a drink at 6 a.m. and nobody even looks at you cross? Like I walked in to leave to Bangor Main Airport, which is the smallest airport on earth, and the lady, she makes breakfast sandwiches and booze. That's like the store is like, do you want a breakfast sandwich or a mixed drink? And I was like, you guys have high noons? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, sweet. They're a vodka drink. And she was like, I know, idiot. So I was like, I'll have one of those. And it's like, Laura's like, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I was like, I know, but look at those guys over there. They're already drunk. I mean, look at them.
Well, yeah, it's the only acceptable place.
Yeah, let's say airports, like you get people from traveling all over the country, nation, world. So like,
and you travel all day usually.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like it. It does take a little bit of the edge off. And Laura's mom and dad actually they bought our tickets to go up there, and they actually paid the extra money to get us more leg room and an alcohol package. So the seats I was sitting in, I got free booze on the plane. Oh, snap. But it didn't. I wasn't sure, so I like had my wallet out and I asked for the first on the way there, and the lady was like, "You get free drinks. You're sitting in the spot." And I was like, "Well, in that case,
sit in the spot."
I was like, "In that case, I'll have a double." And like, just pay attention, like, because I'm gonna keep them. But then I was drunk after the double. Then I was like,
I'm done.
Tap out. That was well worth the $800 we spent.
You didn't even finish your first drink.
I mean, it was all right. If you guys haven't, sorry, this is. I guess it's not off topic. If you guys ever fly anywhere, Allegiant is the best.
Oh,
we
really?
didn't go Allegiant this time. We went American Airlines because they didn't have flights. But Allegiant, you can get direct flights to certain places.
Isn't that the like cheaper?
It's cheaper, but they sell alcohol on the plane. It doesn't matter how short the flight is.
That matters. I got scammed once.
Dude, they'll be like, it's only a 45-minute flight, dude. We're not getting the card out. And I was like, you booze. But this guy, the one flight attendant we had, I had him twice on 2 separate occasions. He was a dude. And I was like, can I buy alcohol? And he was like, yeah, man, of course. And I was like, I'll have a double or a rum and Coke. And he was like, do you want a double? And I looked at Laura and she was like, no. And he looked at me and he was like, come on. And I was like, all right, yeah. Double me up. And he was like, dude, it's a party. Let's go, baby. And then the next,
He's like, pilot's drunk too.
yeah, he's like, the pilot's been drinking since 5 a.m. High noons all day, baby. It was so fun. I mean, I'm much less now. I'm like, Laura, let's fly all the time. Drink at 6 a.m. You have a one-way flight. You're there by 10. You're drunk. I mean, right?
I had all these plans for the rest of the day.
I mean,
whatever.
Yeah, when I landed, I was in bad shape on the on the way there.
You get drunker too because you're at higher elevation.
Is that true?
I think so.
Oh, did you just make that up?
That sounds real.
I think you made that. Yeah, you made that up. You might want to search that. Do you get drunker quicker at higher elevations?
I feel like that's real, but they like.
Do you get drunker faster through a straw?
You don't get drunk any faster at high altitudes.
Oh.
Andrew's like, well, who's Peter Hackett?
If you boil alcohol and inhale it, like the fumes, you get drunk quick.
God, you shouldn't inhale.
You also do that if you drink it up your
alcohol
butt.
fumes. That's true.
Oh yeah, I've heard.
You skip the liver.
Kids were doing that. Yeah,
You skip the liver, which actually is probably healthy.
Yeah, kids.
Yeah. Andrew's like kids, and yeah, that's it. Definitely nobody my age.
Is it pretty healthy?
What?
Did
I
you
would
know
think.
that?
Well,
No, because it became a thing. Y'all remember when
'Cause
those
you skip the
whiskey
liver is
pods
what he
came
said.
out?
Yeah.
we're talking about something totally different.
He's talking about the little pods.
The little pods of
like
whiskey,
Tide Pods?
but they're like whiskey.
Oh, whiskey pods,
Yeah.
and you stud them up your butt.
People would do that. Yeah,
Why not just butt chug? Be a man.
I think it's
right.
a little easier.
Right. If you're gonna stuff something up your butt,
Shove that keg up your butt and do a keg.
you have a
stand.
keg of alcohol. Are you butt chugging beer?
Oh boy,
Man,
Oh
go
my
for it.
I don't
Dude,
know
why
if
the
that would
volume
work
of
that
liquid?
you need so much.
Caleb's like, get you drunk, and it's an enema, dude. I
It's
mean,
a
you,
win for win,
you lose
bro.
10 pounds.
Yeah.
I mean, almost instantly.
It's a win for win.
Almost
I don't
instantly.
even know really how it works.
How what works?
What do you mean?
It gets right into your bloodstream. The membrane, the barrier. It's so much easier to cross there, and your anus.
Oh, but you have to like pressurize
What?
to get up there. Right?
No. You just have to,
pressurize,
just
like pour it,
just like a Saturday night, dude. You like stick that butt up in the air. What that butt do, baby?
and people just pour in your butt.
I mean, I think you probably have to have a friend you know pretty good,
Yeah.
or a friend you don't know pretty good. No, either way.
It doesn't matter. It's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely does. It saves your liver.
Does
Right?
it really? I mean,
It
is
must.
there a
Well, it doesn't.
negative?
It doesn't go through the liver.
I think
Is there
so.
a negative to doing it?
I'm sure. Yeah, of course.
I'm sure there's
It probably
some, yeah.
melts your anus. I mean, there's no way they're like, dude. There's no downside. Yeah, you just get drunk. There's no issues. Yeah,
It's like
Do
no
it.
cancer risk.
nothing, dude. Yeah, you just stick that bottle right up your butt. Stick your butt up in the air. Chug that bottle down. Also, it takes like a lot less to get you drunk because it doesn't pass through your liver
Right.
or your stomach or anything. So it's not like any filter.
You could
It's
just
We should
do-
unfiltered.
investigate, man. We might.
You could
we might
just do,
saved many
heroin?
people's lives.
No, heroin.
Yeah.
Meth.
Yeah, I got okay. Okay. Go ahead. Continue what you're
I
gonna
was
say.
about to say he could just do an IV bag drip of like tequila or vodka.
I think
Oh,
that would kill
God,
you.
There's no way that's safe.
I mean, it's
Maybe,
Okay.
Well, actually, unless you like concentrated your blood with alcohol. You know what I mean? Like, say you got,
So you primed
got
it?
you got your blood taken out of you, and then you concentrated it with alcohol,
Why would you do that?
so you can just put it in and you get drunk without having any of the side effects.
I just told you could just chug it up your butt. Why are you
but
trying to
there's
improve?
no way that can be.
Google search.
Foolproof.
Google search is Caleb's computer. Google search butt chugging alcohol.
I won't, Caleb. Don't worry.
Do I have to pull it up on my phone?
I mean, I work for a guy that owns a cybersecurity company.
One of the flags he
He
has on the
already knows what
computer
we're
is
talking
butt
about.
chugging. So I sent the guys a post the other day. Speaking of this, are you guys gonna yell at me for cussing?
Yeah,
Wait, what word? Can I say the word?
I think it depends what the word is.
Okay. I sent them this. This was a news clipping.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. It's gonna be okay. I'm not gonna drink for it.
I don't know, man. I don't know if that's.
So
how
this
that
is an
works.
article from December 29th, 2013. Man on meth fights off 15 cops while jacking off.
Hey, that's not a cuss word.
Yeah, right?
What's the cuss word?
Yeah, I don't know.
Jacking
Oh.
off. I mean, I guess it's
I don't know.
not jacking.
Caleb can't say that, but
Yeah, Caleb couldn't say it.
Okay.
So this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. 'Cause if you
real?
picture
Did you actually
Like,
look at
Wait,
this?
how many cops did it say? I forget.
15 cops,
I'll look it up and see if it's actually real.
Andrew asked if he finished.
I was talking about beating up the cops.
Oh, is that what you're talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, sorry. Oh, you're actually searching on your phone, so you don't
don't
put it
even
on
know.
Caleb's computer.
Yeah.
I mean,
Go to dark mode, dude. Nobody can catch it on dark mode.
I mean, I don't know. Like,
I don't think you know how the internet works.
like what? what state of mind do you have to be? I mean, obviously he was on meth, but what state of mind do you have to be on to be able to fight off 15 cops, like trained
Is it Oregon?
men and women that know how to like?
This is years ago.
2013.
Oh yeah, I'm here. Andrew Frey.
Oh, no, this one says 12.
This says Oregon man on meth fights off 12 cops while masturbating in bar.
So that I think
Maybe 3 more cops came in later.
I think the thing is like
Oh, this is a different person. This has happened multiple times.
is this a thing that is
was
this
he on meth?
is this
was
an
that guy on
issue?
meth too?
I don't know, but this is a different person.
So does that say he's on meth or no?
It does say he's on meth.
Okay. So obviously
It took a taser and more than a dozen
So
officers on Sunday to finally subdue him.
What about
2013?
what about doing
Yeah.
meth makes you want to like,
Jack off?
yeah.
While cops are arresting you?
Apparently, it makes you want to do it in public, which is why cops
You
are
think-
coming to arrest you.
I think the guy's like talking to the cops like a girlfriend. He's like, I'm gonna get blue balled. You can't do this to me.
Well, this one says 15. So I think the story's getting mixed up. Maybe that's the same guy.
I mean, I don't know who this guy is, but I mean,
Maybe
Goodness.
he got out of local prison and then
He said he couldn't remember the obscene incident.
I bet he was on meth.
dude. I mean, honestly,
did what?
how do you fight off 15 guys while you're doing that? I mean, you need at least 2 hands, right? To fight a guy, not to
I
do the
was
other
like,
thing.
what?
Not to do the other thing. No.
It's like, how big is he? I was like,
No. I mean, to fight cops, you need 2 hands. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, if he was using both hands.
unless he's using one of their hands, and he's like,
Oh my God, dude! Could you imagine something more insulting than you grabbing a cop's hand and being like, "You're gonna help me"? It's like, no.
That's awful.
I mean, that's one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my entire life.
I feel like so meth. Does it activate like more like brain cells or something like that?
I
don't
can't
know.
see that's
Or
true.
Brain, like,
I think I've heard this
well,
before.
so because us as humans, we can only we only use like what percentage of our brain function at a time.
I use 100%.
I've heard like it
If you would,
enables
you'd be a
like some of
superhuman.
your like fight or flight instincts.
Your adrenaline.
Yeah,
So you're like, I'm gonna fight these cops and masturbate at the same time. I got to.
I guess. Maybe I think he was already masturbating and then
Yeah, I don't think that
I don't think the cops came
they
to him.
came and he was like, hold on a second, let me make this interesting.
He's on meth, and then the cops come to him. He's like, "Oh, hold on,
Yeah.
let me unzip this."
So yeah, actually, that's a good point. Do you think he just had his hand in his pants or was it out?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good point.
Because
I
if it's
think
just in his pants, I mean, dude.
you still can't do that at a bar.
I mean, I've done it.
Wow, I wouldn't say that. Gosh.
We have it on recording, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Took 18 cops. His hand was probably stuck in his zipper, and he's like, "I'm not masturbating." They're like, "Get on the ground."
They tased him.
Yeah. They're just.
What was that thing you were smoking? Is it an
They
inhaler?
tased him, and he finished.
Oh, Jesus.
All the experiences.
Yeah.
Could you imagine being the cop that's like trying to arrest him as he reaches the final?
Maybe that was the point. Like he was like,
He only can finish when 15 cops are arrested. Wow.
and tased.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's why he does
But
it in
not
public.
like, yeah, not
I
like,
can't believe the guy was a doctor. That's the weirdest part.
I mean, how long does it
No,
take?
of course not.
So think about though, how long does it take for 15 cops to show up? Like,
yeah, he's been doing
How long does it take to
he
masturbate?
fought off. How many cops did he fight off at one point to where they're like, "Hey, we need backup."
Actually-
I don't know how many cops said we need backup.
Actually, if you think about it, was it like a Chuck Norris movie where it was one guy at a time? Because that makes sense. If he was fighting 50, he fought 15 in a
I
row.
mean, I don't think he knocked them out.
1-on-1 or like 2-on-1.
What I mean, yeah,
Are you suggesting that he like knocked these cops out?
one by one, yeah.
Just dead
Or
center?
one was like, dude, I'm not getting in there. Are you crazy? This guy, I have a gun on this guy. He will not stop masturbating.
I'm gonna shoot it.
You're like, did you tell him to stop? You're like, of course I told him to stop. He refuses to stop.
He finishes like, "You know what happens when I finish?
Yeah.
I poop."
You're like, what?
He's like, he won't stop looking me in the eyes. All right, let's stop talking about
Yeah, let's
this.
stop talking about that. So, all right, I got
some topics.
so Rachel, right? Just to switch.
Great
switch-
segue.
Switch
The sweet segue, dude.
Rachel and I bought a new vehicle, and not about the vehicle or anything like that, but it has Apple CarPlay.
Oh yeah, what a game changer! Right?
It's
Like,
the best thing ever.
If
dude.
you if if you don't have this in your vehicle,
You get it. Even if you have an Android, first
like
of all,
they have the Android version in this too.
First of all,
Like,
quit being poor and then get an iPhone. And
I
then-
agree. Android is like the Walmart version. Yeah.
But anyway, they have both versions. But the Apple CarPlay, it's like,
It's
I mean,
unbelievable, dude.
it blows my mind.
I will
mean,
never.
it's just-
I will never own a car without Apple CarPlay
Even
ever
if I
again.
do, I'm gonna ask them to knock like $500 out because I'm going right to like Best Buy and buying
To void the warranty and get. Yeah.
You're dang right.
But
What'd you say?
No,
I said dang.
he said dang.
Thanks, Caleb.
But
Good man.
always
thanks,
go-
Caleb.
But if you're going to buy a new vehicle, whatever you
Apple
do,
CarPlay.
get an Apple CarPlay
Yeah,
because
yeah.
like, I mean, it's amazing. I don't know. I've lived my whole entire life without this, and it's just like
It
it's like
changes
something
the
like
game, man.
Caleb's like,
it's amazing.
can't believe that guy masturbated and fought off 12 cops. Anyway, Rachel and I. I
was trying to move on.
it's a great segue, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
Sometimes you gotta
I'm here
hard
for
cut
it.
Yeah.
speaking of masturbating, Apple CarPlay. I mean, unbelievable.
I mean,
full
you can play
screen?
Pornhub on there.
You can't.
No, you have to buy an added thing, but you can.
What?
You have to. There's like this new thing that you'll play like I mean, they tell you you're like, hey, you can
called
play
Fubo.
Netflix. You can play Netflix on your car. It's like a thing that will transfer.
Are you wait? Are you suggesting that a company made this thing so you can watch videos on your car and that they are ploying you by saying you can play Netflix because
Yeah,
they want
search-
you to play porn?
I think it's Magic Box or Black Box or something. Magic Box car. Just search Magic Box car. Maybe. It's car. Yeah.
So, but you're saying
It's
that
saying like watch
for porn.
Netflix, and you're like, oh yeah, I'll watch Netflix or porn.
why would you watch porn in the car?
Why would you watch Netflix in the car?
I don't know. I put on. I have a little thing. I would watch.
Don't yuck people's yum, dude. If somebody wants to watch
I'll say
porn,
I mean, I don't
While
watch porn. I mean, I don't watch.
Caleb's like, Rachel's like, the baby's crying when you turn the porn off. Caleb's like, hold on a minute.
What do you expect me to do on a road trip?
Yeah, the storyline's just getting good.
Enjoy
She
your
just
favorite
got stuck in the
shows.
dryer.
Yeah, God, she.
It seems a little dangerous. I'm gonna
no, I'll
catch
play-
up on the new Stranger Things season on my next
I'll
8-hour
play. I
drive.
was about to say,
Stranger dongs. That's what you.
I'll play like The Office or something like that.
I do watch Netflix on my phone when I'm
Yeah.
driving. Yeah,
I
Like
put
on a long
football
road
games.
trip.
or just
I'll
if
put on
I'm.
football games.
Football games?
Yeah, I do. If I'm driving, I'm about to do it today.
On a Sunday? Yeah.
Although I gotta buy Fubu TV. Do you like my Boo-Foo on Fubu joke?
No, I didn't.
Who ha it?
Nobody liked
ha.
my joke.
Oh, what was your joke?
I don't know. I said something about you all make me sick.
Oh, so the Magic
Anyway.
They
Box.
make you sick?
$380.
It's $400.
Oh, wow.
That can't be
That's a
worth
lot of
it.
money.
Just buy an iPad, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously, you know what I mean?
Or just buy a Tesla. You can do that on a Tesla.
Oh yeah, dude. Instead of spending $400, buy a Tesla. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, people are stupid these days.
All right, Governor Newsom. Jolly.
Yeah, truly.
Oh yeah, if you guys haven't heard, California was like, "Hey, we're not selling gas cars anymore." Everybody's like, "That stinks," but at least we have electric cars. And they were like, "Hey, also, you can't charge your electric cars." They're like, "But what should we do?" And Newsom was like, "I don't know. Vote for me for president. I've got it figured out."
You know, all those idiots will.
So last
Sorry,
week
sorry,
on the
California
podcast,
listeners.
we had like hard hitting news as it was going on about the UFC fights.
Did we?
Oh, yeah.
Remember? About,
Oh, yeah.
There's like a crazy conspiracy theory about it.
Oh, about the Nate.
So Nate
Yeah.
Diaz and
He won, right?
Hamzat. Well, yeah, but they switched them. But
Yeah.
so Nate Diaz and Hamzat were fighting, and the theory.
Arguing.
The theory is that because the ticket sales were bad because people were like, we don't want to see Nate Diaz get screwed up by Hamzat. So they were like, I won't buy it and watch it. So they were like, oh no, there was a big fight in the back and we have to switch. And people didn't make weight. We have to switch it up.
I was about to say, when the whole conversation about somebody not making weight, this is the first time it's ever happened, right? Like this is
This is the first time anything like this has
Yeah.
happened.
I
People
feel like-
don't make weight, but
I just feel like that's just such an unrealistic situation for somebody at that level. I mean, he has managers that make sure they're at these weights and all these things.
It was Nate Diaz's last fight, too, right?
yeah.
Or
So
He didn't want to get his
supposedly.
butt.
well, his contract's over.
Okay.
He's
yeah.
gonna
So,
gonna
like,
do something else.
So like people are probably like looking at like I don't want to watch Nate Diaz, who I love and I've rooted
a
for all these
lot of
years,
people love him.
that,
Yeah.
and get him destroyed by Hazmat, like an up and coming like legend or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
And on his last fight, like that was kind of screwed up of Dana White to schedule it in the first place. Like his last fight is against this stud.
He does that all the time. They do.
thing.
So they basically what they do is if you don't sign a contract again with the UFC, they want to drop your stock. So they want to make so you'd be like, yeah, dude, this is your last fight for sure. You're gonna fight somebody that you're definitely gonna lose to. Yeah, you're gonna fight somebody that you're definitely gonna lose to.
That's kind of fair.
I mean, it's a business ploy. It's a business ploy.
I mean, if you're not the best, you ain't the best, and you can't leave with that title if you are.
Yeah. Well, so they don't ever give you a title fight if it's your last one.
The same reason Matt should have gone against, or Froning should have done one more year, baby.
No, he got out.
No,
that was the right.
I mean, he was smart to
get
get out when he did.
Years,
but
I mean, Matt Frazier was on. Yeah.
And then Dana White was like, no, there's no conspiracy theory. And we didn't pay the guys any more money to do it. And we're like, everybody's like, dude, are you telling me that you had Tony Ferguson, who's been in the game for 10 or 12 years? You were like, hey, instead of 3 rounds, it's going to be 5 rounds, and you're going to fight Nate Diaz in a main event. And he was like, yeah, I'll do it for the same money. Cool, dude. Yeah, for sure. 100%, bro. No, he was like, I'll do it for a lot more money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I'm sure it was already worked out before and stuff.
I mean, and then Hamza ended up destroying Kevin Holland. I mean, destroyed
within
him.
seconds of the first.
Took him down immediately and choked him out. Yeah. I mean, so Nate Diaz.
And he was like,
that's so scary.
his name's like Big Mouth, isn't it? Like Loudmouth.
Yeah, he talks a lot.
So like, he was, I mean, obviously they're UFC fighters. They talk a lot of stuff. So like, but he was like, him and Hazmat had like a little beef before it all happened.
Yeah,
like he
said supposedly.
He said he would beat the crap like in a different interview, like after he won a fight or something like that.
It is scary that like these people are professional fighters and somebody's still going out there and just choking him out that fast.
And Kevin Hall is a black belt in jiu-jitsu. He's not bad. Like it's not like he's like some kind of slouch.
Yeah, he's good.
But then they asked Nate Diaz after. They were like, "Well, how do you feel about Hamzat's performance?" And he was like, "Can you use the beeper?"
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Hold on. And ready?
He said he's a puss.
You said
that was close. I stopped myself. I stopped myself because I heard it coming out. Let's try that again. He's a and a and also a and then finally a.
He said all the things.
And then this is a long one. Ready? And he's also a.
So what were those things? I couldn't hear.
I'll tell you after. It was pretty bad things. He kept saying it over and over again, and the reporter was like, "Okay, cool."
Cool.
So that was.
So I asked how your mom was doing.
Did you see Nate Diaz throw shade at The Rock?
No.
For the shoes, he was being interviewed by like the ESPN lady, the UFC ESPN lady.
Yeah.
And he's like rocking back and forth during the interview, and she's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm sorry, my feet hurt. These shoes suck." And he holds these shoes up. He's like, "These suck." And he pulls up to the camera, and he's like trash, and he like throws them down.
My God.
And then they both just like start cracking up laughing. I'm like, oh, throwing shit at The Rock now, huh? I was like, okay.
Is that like his shoe?
They have like Under Armour shoes, right? The Rock has like Under Armour shoes.
Well, The Rock just bought like has a contract with the UFC to sell his shoe. Like that's like Under Armour shoes, but like it's like his shoe.
Yeah,
it's like with the bullhorn.
When you're going out, you say whatever you want.
Dang, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, Caleb, can I get a mellow yellow?
Yeah.
It's a mellow yellow. You want to mix with anything?
No, I'm okay. Mellow yellow's good, though, isn't it?
They're pretty tasty. Yeah, Andrew turned me on to mellow yellow.
The Zero. They also,
he also
every
turned me
time we
on
go
in
to, like, they have those Coke machines.
Yeah.
Where you can, like, make your own.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah, so you just hit that button real quick. It says no calories. There's so many options.
I love Diet
Thank you,
or
sir.
Coke Zero Orange.
Oh, that sounds...
It's so good, dude.
But the mellow yellow, dude, they have so many flavors for Zero. Like peach, oh, that one goes
That's disgusting.
hard.
Does it slap, as the kids say?
Slaps. It's
still don't know
fire.
what that means.
It's
Do
fire.
you find the taste of Diet better than regular?
So, no. But the Zero, I swear, like, in the last year and a half, they have changed, like, all the recipes, I feel like, for Zero sodas. And they taste the
They
same.
found a chemical that causes cancer to put in them that makes them taste similar.
Everything causes cancer now.
What's the same? It's still aspartame.
The best-
They both are. But
Sucralose.
The best Diet
No,
soda I've
it's
ever
aspartame.
had is the one that you had like a couple weekends ago. The Zero Dr. Pepper Cherry.
Oh, so good.
that
It
was
was
good.
so
the cream
good.
soda one's good,
Dude,
too.
so- I don't
I
like
bet you
I don't
do
like
like the cream
creamy
soda.
sodas.
Well, it's
I
Dr.
do.
Pepper
Do
cream
you want me to make
soda.
that creamy soda?
No.
As if 15 cops dip in her right now, you may not have a choice.
No, so I've looked into a lot because
You doing a lot of meth?
Trying to, yeah.
I try
It's
not
hard.
to intake stuff that's just going to give me cancer.
Yeah.
Because like sugar's bad, but sugar not going to give you cancer.
I don't know if that's true.
That's not going to give you cancer. It'll make you obese if you overdo it.
I feel like cancer. I'd probably still give you cancer.
I mean, everything causes cancer.
Right.
Podcasting gives you cancer too. Yes.
But recent studies show that aspartame is not as dangerous as they once thought, unless you drink like 7 or 8 a day for like 50 years.
Well, recent studies also showed that masks work against.
Yeah, they
COVID.
also say COVID vaccines were safe.
All right,
How's that going? I don't really know, actually.
Yeah, I don't really.
That was just a.
I've been paying attention to it because, like, I'm just tired of it.
Yeah.
Do any of you watch the Emmys, Oscars, or Grammys anymore?
No, they're all stupid.
No, what's the one that Will Smith got slapped at? That was the Oscars.
Will Smith did not get slapped.
I mean, his
Yeah.
career
He
did.
oh.
Did you just make kind of a joke and then
Yeah, I
He
mean,
tried
you
to
have
save
right?
it. He tried to save
You
it.
have to at least try.
he apologized to Chris Rock on TV?
Yeah, I mean that's probably.
It was like,
what to do? Legend, I am Legend 2 so bad.
The only reason I asked is because like I was watching football last week and they announced that the guy that's hosting the Emmys this year,
yeah,
and I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like,
Which one's the Emmys? The
I
movies?
don't know.
I think it's TV, right?
I think it's TV.
Oh,
I think you're right. I think
Oscars is movies.
Yeah, Emmys is TV.
Grammys
Grammys
is
music.
vocals,
Grammys
yeah.
music.
But I was just sitting there thinking, I was like, does anyone even watch these anymore?
Nobody, dude.
No.
That's
Like
why
people used to watch them.
That's
but
why I
like
feel like the Will Smith thing was a still scam. Maybe.
trying to get people to watch.
He hit him pretty
these-
hard, and Chris
yeah.
Rock's kind of a wimp.
But like, I just don't understand. Like, you always see like the reports that like they don't have any viewership. So like, why do they keep putting like they're millions and millions of dollars to put on?
They have
Yeah,
to
they
do it
like
to keep
please-
stroking their egos.
Yes, they're just pleasing themselves, and I feel like most people are just figuring out that they don't care anymore.
Just like a guy on meth
Like-
fighting 15 cops just wants to pleasure himself.
But so I mean, say what you want about the pandemic and whatever, but I think a lot of people just change perspectives on a lot of stuff. People stopped caring as much about
Andrew's like, or the plandemic.
yeah, or whatever you want to call it.
So
Yeah.
I've never heard that before. It's pretty funny.
so I won't.
You never heard the plandemic
No,
before?
that's pretty good. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna start being that like 70-year-old guy in your office. He's like, everybody, I know it's been tough times since the pandemic.
He's like, do you know anybody that died of AIDS? Do you know anybody that died of AIDS? No, I don't think so.
It's super funny.
Jeez.
We all know that older white person that just keeps being overtly like anti-pandemic.
Dude, well, those
It's
people
just
are
like-
those people are specifically, they find something in everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like,
yeah.
it's like,
Like the planned Titanic.
yeah, it's like,
You're like,
you
what?
think that ship just accidentally hit that iceberg? You think, or do you think that somebody that wanted that jewel
Yeah.
threw a fake iceberg out there?
Oh, you think just a steamboat engine just stops by itself?
Yeah,
huh?
dude, I like conspiracy theories and aliens and all this stuff, but the people that think about it for everything, like everything,
Well,
I
like,
don't believe
That's
anything.
kind of the point, right? If you're a skeptic, if you call yourself a skeptic, then you're automatically a follower, right? Because you're gonna think everything's
I mean,
wrong.
dude, I've heard people like that,
So, like,
that
is-
consider everything. They're like
Is-
everything.
Is the Matrix real?
I mean, for
The
sure.
movie, I've seen it multiple times.
I took the red and the blue pill.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
one was Viagra.
The blue is a caffeine.
Sorry, are you asking is it like a simulation kind of thing?
Yeah.
mean-
Are we all just in a simulation?
I mean, it'd be interesting if we were.
I
Right?
mean, I think if you look at life in the way that we think it works, then yeah.
I don't know. You just sound like Kamala Harris right there. I
The
don't
way
know
he
what you
just
said.
when he started talking,
The way, dude,
no, when he started talking, he looked down,
can we just,
and I was like, I'm gonna hate whatever he says right now by like a lot. He was like, well, you know,
You
Can
took 2 sips of Mellow Yellow and acting like you're drunk.
can we just watch a Kamala Harris speech? For the rest
No,
of the
it's-
podcast?
okay, wait, do your best Kamala Harris impersonation.
All right, I'll go last.
You want to go last?
Yeah.
Okay,
gotta
give
think.
me a top. No, wait, actually, yeah, somebody give me a topic, and then we'll all switch.
I'll just interview you.
Okay, give me a topic. Give me a topic.
So you went down to New Mexico earlier this week. What was the situation at the border?
So as we all know, New Mexico is a state. Sometimes states have borders. And on the borders, you have to watch for people that are near the borders. And then if those people are in America that are citizens, then they're near the border also.
No, you
And
got
that-
too. You got too descriptive.
Too descriptive?
You're getting too into the actual problem.
So then, okay, how about
You
this?
should have just circled back. You should have just been like, We all know.
Well, okay,
New
stop.
Mexico
No, no,
is a
let me-
state,
let me-
and
let me
states
shoot-
do have borders.
Let me shoot this.
But the one thing we're not considering is that borders border states, and New Mexico is something we need to put some
like
more
it.
effort into.
All right, Caleb, let me give you a topic, and then you give it.
This should
Okay.
be good.
Okay.
Sorry.
Abortion. Just okay.
Well, no,
All right. How about? All right. Let me give you this one. Let's see how Kamala Harris would take this one. The Supreme Court is about to start talking about gay people's rights. How do you feel about that?
Well, obviously, rights are human rights, and the rights of every individual exist today in America. And in America, we hold the right to live, and the right to breathe, and the right to go outside without being feared or fearful of others. So, really, the Supreme Court is ruling on the right of these individuals to fear and not be feared.
That was very good.
That was a pretty good argument.
That was very good.
I agree with you.
Let me try it. Andrew's like, we should take the rights away. All right, Caleb, you give Andrew one.
All right.
I mean, I just kind of saved
Best Kamala
Dusty's,
Harris.
but-
I want another shot. I feel like you can't take away my. I mean, I said nonsense too. We all said nonsense. Your nonsense is not better than mine.
All right. So, Russia is advancing in Ukraine. How are we preventing that from happening?
Well, this is a very serious problem. And what we need to do is we need to think that Europe is now suffering an energy crisis. And so we need to think about what we're doing at home. You know, we need to implement green energy deals.
Wow, oh, he went a different way.
Turn it on.
Turn it right around. It's not about Russia anymore.
Yeah. Wait, give me another shot. I think I got it. Give me another shot at something else. Give me another shot at this. Okay.
I was thinking.
Okay. Give me another shot at something else.
You want the same vibe, the immigrant vibe?
No, it doesn't. It can be anything.
You want-
anything. Just give me something
I
controversial.
can do one
I
on
got you.
immigrants.
Give me something controversial.
Gavin Newsom. No. Who's the Florida guy?
DeSantis.
DeSantis just sent immigrants to Martha's Vineyard to prove a point. How do you feel about this, Quell?
As we all know, the issue is renewable energy. And what's in Martha's Vineyard? Grapes. Can we turn grapes into renewable energy? I'm not sure. We're looking into it. But I know one thing is that plane that flew the immigrants in was not green energy. See that?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. DeSantis sucks.
Turn it on.
Yeah.
Turn it on. Nice.
Nice.
So I think now everything's going to go back to renewable energy.
Yeah, that's good. You got to pick one thing.
Also, the war on drugs. Because Kamala Harris put a lot of people in prison
No,
for
it's-
drugs.
It's the other way around now. It's not the war on drugs. It's the war on criminals.
Shouldn't we always be having a war on criminals?
No, they're trying to let those guys free.
They're like, we've had enough of these people in prison. We got to, but we're like, Miss Harris, excuse us. You put a bunch of people in prison for like misdemeanor. And she's like, yeah, but those guys, they deserved it, right? 100% conviction rate, baby. Let's go.
That's right. Oh boy, this is
Okay, wait. Now do your
like
best
a
Joe
two-
Biden. Now do your best Joe Biden.
Oh my
Ready?
gosh. Oh my.
Mr. President. Andrew, you're going first.
Gosh, this feels worse.
Mr. President, we've sent a lot of aid over to Ukraine. How long do you think we can sustain this?
Well, AIDS has been a problem in America.
Oh, God. If men would stop sleeping with men, we would
my
not.
God.
Oh man.
Andrew, that was pretty good.
That was good.
That was good. Yeah.
I like that.
AIDS have been a problem since the early 80s. Everybody's like, wow. All right.
Okay.
All right, we should probably stop doing impressions of political figures.
Yeah.
Wait, I'll do my best Rick DeSantis. No, I'm just joking.
He talks a lot like Trump.
Oh yeah, I think that's on purpose.
Yeah, I think he's very decisive, but I like him.
He's okay.
I think it's funny that he dropped a bunch of immigrants in Martha's Vineyard.
That's hilarious.
He should be a stand-up comedian. I mean, it's pretty funny.
It was he dropped 50, and then
They called it the National Guard.
They called 125 National Guard personnel to come remove
These guys are
him.
over here trying to hang drywall. It's crazy.
It's like they were built for houses.
We have to stop this.
I don't want drywall on my gazebo. Stop it.
Oh my God. I mean, it's so funny. He's like, oh, is it cool about the borders? He's like, yeah.
They weren't even from Florida. He like paid.
It
for
doesn't
them
matter.
From
Dude.
Texas.
He's crazy, dude. He's crazy.
Because Texas have been doing this with buses, and Ron was
Said
like,
it.
"I'll pay for charter flights."
You ever watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia with Charlie's Wild Card?
No.
He does nonsense stuff and he's like, wild card. Like, stab somebody like, wild card.
Oh man,
Rick DeSantis is the ultimate wild card.
he's become like a frat, like a legend, I guess. Like people, I've seen videos of like him signing Zyn cans for some frat
He's like, I
guys.
know one thing. There's not going to be any Mexicans in Florida. I'll tell you that right now.
Unless they're legal.
Yeah.
Or
I
not.
mean,
Whatever.
Florida doesn't really have that problem.
Yeah.
Dominicans.
Yeah, they're from other areas.
Yeah, Dominicans. You think you're going to float over on a boat here and not get your green card? Martha's Vineyard, baby.
Yeah. Go live in the luxury of life.
Yeah.
Martha's Vineyard.
Did you hear there was a guy that tested positive for COVID, monkeypox, and AIDS?
What?
That's the trifecta.
It's the trifecta.
In one visit? Or
I think so. They were like, dude, I hate to break it to you, man.
That's a bad day.
You got it all. Could you imagine?
I feel
Have
fine.
you?
Which one are you more afraid of?
I feel
I'm not afraid of
AIDS
COVID
is the
at
only
all.
one that's going to kill you.
What?
AIDS is the only one that's going to kill you.
AIDS doesn't kill you.
Wait, what were they all?
All right,
AIDS, COVID, and what was the last one?
Monkeypox.
I don't think monkeypox is going to kill
I
you.
don't know
Monkeypox is a
what-
low kill rate.
Yeah.
I don't know what monkeypox is exactly.
It gives you like
Hives.
wounds and stuff.
I would
Fine,
be
dude.
most afraid of AIDS. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
do-
wouldn't be afraid of COVID at all.
No.
I'd be afraid if I had COVID and AIDS at the same time because you're
'cause, yeah, it's
susceptible
a-
to.
Yeah. That's
It is the trifecta.
That is, yeah.
It was a comedian that said it, and he was like,
This didn't happen.
and he's like, no, it happened, but he was like, and I thought my trip to San Francisco was bad.
Just hanging around the homeless.
Oh God. I mean, we should kill all those homeless people, right? I'm just joking.
oh boy, that's a hard stance to take.
Oh, that is rough.
a hard
were trying-
stance.
They were trying to pass bills in San Francisco to like force hotels that like if they had open rooms, they had.
That's
to
crazy.
house
That's
homeless
nonsense.
people.
It's
Yeah.
nonsense. It's
Okay.
nonsense. That would be
I would,
like them
never
being
go
like,
to a hotel
if you have a 3-bedroom house and only 2 of them are occupied, you have to take a homeless person, and we're checking.
I don't think it happened. It's gonna happen, but
I don't think it can happen.
but it's just crazy that people.
The first
that's
person
the
that gets
idea.
raped and murdered, they're going to be like, that's a
Right.
bad idea.
That's, it comes back on the
Yeah,
hotel.
and they were like, we tried to arrest the guy and he just started jerking off.
I think he was on meth or something.
It took 37 cops.
Yeah, God, they're getting stronger.
His name is Gavin Newsom.
God,
Jeez.
I hate Gavin Newsom. I hate that guy.
Yeah, I mean he's terrible.
He's so stupid.
He's pretty dumb.
He's
Did you
so
hear-
dumb.
Like,
Did you hear
Ben
where-
Shapiro calls him a Ken doll?
Did you hear where DeSantis called him or said that? So Gavin Newsom filed something against DeSantis for I don't know.
Yeah.
He said someone needs to file a lawsuit against the governors of Texas and the governors of Florida.
Newsom
Newsom said that,
said this.
and
He's
then
attacking.
and he filed a lawsuit.
Yeah.
And then, so DeSantis said, I think that guy has like too much hair gel going into his brain or something. Cause like he's,
What a
Yeah,
Trump
I think,
comment.
Oh, I think they're both. I think they're both planning to run.
Newsom will get destroyed.
Well, so Newsom
it would
was
be-
like
he won't debate him.
I can't remember what it was. It was some like big TV event that was going on, and everybody in Florida was watching. And he like Newsom paid for ads. Like it was either
In
ads
Florida?
for him, yeah, or anti DeSantis ads paid for by Gavin Newsom.
Dude, I mean, I think
in Florida. It was kind of funny.
the funniest thing, really, honestly, like the reason I'm looking forward to the debates in a couple years is because when Trump, if DeSantis is like Trump, and they were like, Mr. Trump, how do you feel about Hillary Clinton's energy policies? Like Hillary Clinton looks like a dog. they're like, what? Dog woman. You're like, oh my God.
Good answer.
The clip of Hillary, they're doing like that debate, and Hillary goes, man, could you imagine this man being in charge of our law enforcement in America? And he goes, yeah, you'd be in prison.
That was like the biggest mic drop.
And then the sunglasses come down in his head. I mean, he seriously, like, it doesn't make any sense. He's like, I walked in here and I said, is that a dog or is that Hillary Clinton?
That was like he made the mediator laugh for that.
Dude,
day.
how
That
can
was
you
with
not
Joe,
laugh?
with Joe Biden? Right, he did something.
He's like,
like
Chris
that.
Christie, small penis. They're like, all right, dude, you can't do that. He's like, I already said it.
It's a live mic. This isn't pre-recorded.
Chris Christie, fat
like-
pig.
Yeah, I think it was like something like Joe Biden was saying something about attendance at something, and he said, yeah, because nobody will show up.
Yeah.
Dude. And he got the mediator to laugh. Like, oh my god.
He was like Lazy Joe over here. It's like, dude, what are you doing? You're allowed to do this?
Yeah, he's just blatantly insulting his opponent.
Man.
He's like, I looked at Hillary. I said, whore, what a whore. I've never seen such a whore. She's like, oh my God, dude, you can't say that.
Can you say that?
What?
I don't think you
I'm
can say
repeating
that.
what our president said. Can I not repeat what a president said?
No.
Do you not want me to say abolish slavery either?
We're I'll get Mabry
I think
on
I got
this.
you.
I'll get Mabry on this, but I'm pretty sure
I just
you owe
re-
us a drink. Actually, 3.
Shotgun.
Way too many.
Dog woman. She's a dog woman.
A pounder shotgun.
What?
A
What?
pound.
Next time.
Oh, I was like, are you saying
pounder,
this or
like
this?
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're shotgun.
Absolutely.
Somebody gonna drive me home. Laura's gonna be gone.
No, we can do it next
Okay,
time.
I'll drive you.
I think I actually owe a shotgun too, to be honest.
Yeah.
We'll do it together.
I think you've owned a shotgun for like 7 weeks in a row, and we still haven't like
No,
made
not
you do
me.
it.
Let's shotgun a high noon.
No.
That sounds a terrible
It's
idea.
carbonated. Do you not
That sounds like a
understand?
terrible.
Beers are
Yeah,
carbonated.
but-
No,
say
they're
beers.
not.
What are you talking about?
They're not the same carbonation.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It's the same.
It's,
What you got hanging between your legs there, bro? Come on. I'm like, hey,
Oh,
let's
did
drink
you
a
hear-
high noon.
did you hear? Did you hear the comment from again in the football from Tyreek Hill on the new head coach of the Dolphins?
No.
So he went for it on like 4th and 7 at the end of the fourth quarter, and they threw a slant to Jalen Waddle, and he went for a touchdown last week. And Tyreek, they interviewed him. I was like, "What do you think of that play call at the end of the second? Like, you guys are up. Could have went for a field goal, but you went for it on 4th and 7 and scored a touchdown. What do you think of the play call?" He's like, "I'll be honest. That man needs a wheelbarrow for the nuts that he's carrying around with him."
Oh,
And he said that.
let's go, baby.
I was like, all right, Tyreek Hill likes it. Like, let's go.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. So
Who do they play this week?
Cheetah, the Ravens.
should I put
that'd be a
Should I
good
put Tua in over Aaron Rodgers?
Here's a question for you. Hey, I have both tight ends. Who should I put?
Don't even ask a question about the tight end. I will slap you, dude. Don't even bring up a tight end.
Should I put in Gesicki?
Over Mark Andrews?
No, don't put Gesicki in over.
Well,
Mark.
Dolphins look good. Dolphins look pretty good.
Dude. He's
Yeah,
gonna
but
take out his
Gesicki-
first round draft pick.
The Gesicki, look at how many points he got last week.
It wasn't a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
I put in.
All right,
hey,
Caleb,
listen,
live.
This
live.
is the only
put
thing
in-
I'm going to tell you. Don't put Gesicki in. Right?
Is McCaffrey hurt?
I don't think
I
so.
hope so.
Isn't he hurt though? I think he's hurt. Can you search is McCaffrey hurt? Okay, so I'm trading away Juju Smith-Schuster. Does somebody want him?
How do you spell his
You
name?
trading him away?
He got 4 points last week.
Give
This
it
week,
time.
dude, he's terrible.
Do
Okay,
you have no one else you can put in this week?
It's already too late.
What's his name? I can't spell his name.
Who?
The guy here asked for it.
McCaffrey?
J-U. Oh.
McCaffrey.
McCaffrey.
Just 2 C's. Yeah, there you
No,
go.
it was Christian McCaffrey.
Is he-
I think it was
You
Kevin.
can look
Okay,
it up on
Let me ask you this:
on the app.
Will you
know
ta-
it
tells
should
you what
say
they're-
it, yeah.
Would you take out the running back from Detroit to put in AJ
Jamal
Dillon?
Williams for AJ
No,
Dillon.
Nah, dude, Derek
No,
Jones
wait.
is going off.
Do you have Jamal Williams?
I have D Swift.
DeAndre Swift.
AJ Dillon, right?
Who
No, he's
are
not
the
gonna play
Packers
long.
playing?
Bears.
The Packers are playing the Bears. I
Who
think he's
are-
gonna get a lot of
Who are the?
Yeah, yeah.
Washington.
Dylan, you might be good with Dylan 'cause they'll both
Washington.
play a lot.
I wanted to put AJ Dillon in my flex, but then I left Juju Smith-Schuster in, and he had 3 receptions for 10 yards.
Yeah, but that might be.
I would put AJ Dillon in over the Lions running
Yeah,
back.
that's what I think too.
I think they're
Now,
good.
should I keep Aaron Rodgers in, or should I put Tua in?
Dude,
I don't know. They're playing the Ravens defense.
Who?
The Dolphins too.
Look, hey, if you keep Aaron Rodgers in, and we'll be in this together because I have 3. I've got Aaron Jones and I put Christian Walker in.
Is Lazard
Who's
back?
Christian Walker?
One of the receivers.
I mean,
Is-
dude, I don't even know who that guy is.
He's the guy. He was their one
Get
of
him
their-
off your line.
He's one of their first.
Wait,
round
is it in your starting lineup right now?
I put him in.
Oh,
Dude, is he the
boy.
guy that dropped the ball last week?
He is.
Get out of here
Oh,
with that
boy.
nonsense.
I believe in him.
Dude, he was wide open. He was wide open.
He still has decent points.
So
What?
Because T. Higgins played bad, so I took him out.
Ty Higbee.
Treat. What's his name?
who?
Fudge.
Trey Higgins.
Yeah, I took him out. He pissed
You
me off.
took him out and put Walker in.
He played bad, man. I don't remember.
He didn't play poorly. His quarterback threw 5 interceptions.
Well,
If
It's not his fault.
it's his fault.
let me say this. If I also have, does you guys want to sign into my Sling account this week? I signed up for Sling for 1 week, or I have the rest of the month. We can watch NFL Red Zone.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway,
Interesting.
should I keep? Okay, hold on a second. I got Ray Woods for
this segment is
Tennessee.
fantasy with Caleb.
Yeah, apparently.
I got Ray Woods for Tennessee. Do I put him in, or do I keep in Moore from Carolina? They're playing the Giants.
Oh,
Yeah, but
yeah.
the
I
Giants
also
come
pulled him
around.
out because he was questionable.
You didn't even wait. You just were like, he's questionable. I better get him out of there.
Well, for now, I can put it back.
Dude, the Packers wide receiver is trash. You need to get him out of here.
No, Christian Watson. I don't know why I said Walker. Sorry.
That's the guy that dropped the ball.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
Christian Watson.
Yeah, but he also
But he also caught one for
he
4.
also had all the most receptions at the last game, so
How many?
it's like 6.
4 receptions for 12 yards.
That's Aaron Rodgers' fault.
Andrew,
How dare you?
I would put in Andrew.
Are you saying that there's a veteran NFL quarterback who has like 4 league MVPs is the reason that guy had a bad game? This is nonsense, dude.
I'm saying.
It's nonsense. It's
I put in Rashad Bateman too.
Nonsense.
I've got
you
Andrew.
know his middle name is Master.
Rashard Master.
Bateman.
maybe if he gets his master's degree.
AJ
And-
Dillon's going in, dude. I have Gallup. Does anybody want Gallup? I hate him. I had him last year too.
He's hurt.
I need some better.
Well, dang it. I need to
Should I
pay more
put-
attention.
Should I put Aaron Jones and Khalil Herbert in?
No.
They're playing each other.
Just keep it. Trade me for Aaron Jones.
What? I'm gonna be Khalil.
Andrew, you're Team Weiss, I assume, correct?
Yeah, that's me.
The fact, I mean,
It's Team White.
you
That's what you're looking at.
I mean, in Germany.
you should take out. First off, you said his name wrong. You called him Walker. His name's Watson,
I know. I
Yeah,
corrected
100%.
myself.
and you should take him out and put Pollard in.
You think so?
You have Pollard.
For my flex,
That's what I would do if I were you.
Who are you playing?
I agree with you because he is projected more. There's probably a better.
Oh, is he
bet.
projecting more? I can't see the projections. I just
But,
know that Pollard. So
It's a better choice.
Listen to me, Andrew.
Yeah.
Pollard is the shares carries with Ezekiel Elliott with Cowboys. So they share a lot of carries.
Yeah.
But Dak Prescott got hurt last week, which means they're going to run the ball a lot this week. They're playing.
Who are you playing?
Dave Stewart. So,
Okay.
so I should move.
Yeah, let's
Christian
help him.
Watson
Let's help him
to a
out.
different.
Let's help him along.
So I should pull DJ Metcalf and put Watson up there.
You're going to pull DK Metcalf? What?
I can't stand you right now. Stop.
I want to bet on my boy.
What do you mean? Bet
You
on
want to
your
take
boy?
out DK Metcalf?
You have Amari Cooper.
I do, but he's.
He's gay, so I'm playing.
Of course, they don't have a great quarterback. No, they have Justin Herbert. Not Justin Herbert.
No, they have.
They have.
Andrew, I'll trade you Melvin Gordon for Aaron Jones. Right now, straight
You
up.
want both the Green Bay Packers running backs?
I do, yeah.
That sounds like a terrible idea. That sounds like a horrible
awful
idea.
choice every week. You're like, who do I do?
I put both of them in. Dude, I came in second place last year.
That's a terrible.
My theory works.
Your theory? You did that last year?
I had 2 players. Maybe it was like, you have 2 wide receivers on the same team.
Oh, that's not a big. That's
I
not
had
as big
I
a
had
deal.
Ray Woods and
Andrew has a wide receiver and a tight end starting this week for the Ravens.
why would you do that?
Because I have no other choice.
You have a lot of other choices. You just
you're
don't
right.
look
Maybe
at
You
it.
want
I
Ray
should-
Woods? You
you're
want
right.
Ray Woods?
Should
You
I
want-
put
you want
Amari
Woods?
Cooper in over Rashad Bateman?
I'll trade you Ray Woods for Amari Cooper.
It's tough to say because their quarterback's Jacoby Brissett, so he's basically the backup until Deshaun Watson comes out.
Right.
I picked up Tua this week on the
Nobody had him.
He might do better than Aaron Rodgers.
Waddle had a good game.
Yeah, well,
Aaron
I mean,
Rodgers had a trash game.
So the only reason Tua would do better than Aaron Rodgers is because of he has Tyreek Hill, Jalen Water, Mike
That's
Gesicki,
what I'm thinking.
like all these weapons.
That's what I'm thinking.
Aaron Rodgers has.
I may take.
He doesn't even have Allen. I was about to say Lazard, but
I
Lazard's
have,
still hurt.
I have 1 hour to decide.
No, you
I'm
have
gonna
like
think about it.
25 minutes.
Why?
Games
start at 11:30.
start
No, they
in
started
an
12.
hour. Start at 12.
When have they ever started at 11:30?
What world do you live in?
How do you beat people at fantasy football?
Maybe I'm thinking college. Okay. Well, maybe I will put
College football or NFL football? What do you like better?
college by a mile.
NFL.
Wait, did I say college?
Yeah,
NFL by a mile.
I was like, I got a little confused.
NFL by a mile.
I was like shocked. I was like, "What do you?"
I was like, who? I recently got back into college. I used to be much bigger on college, But then
Alabama, right?
Yeah, but this season is looking okay. It'll be interesting to
Looking
watch.
okay.
Alabama.
You guys almost lost to Texas last week.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's looking
Who's your team,
okay.
Auburn?
Yeah. Lose to Penn State.
Penn State.
He's not an Auburn fan.
Dude, Penn State
I know, I'm
makes
just talking trash.
linebackers and pedophiles.
And
Try to
running
stop
backs.
us. Try to stop us.
And running backs. Don't put out running backs.
And pedophiles.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Alabama's problem is they keep playing these scrub games with nobody.
I think Alabama's problem is their talent and coaching.
Then they play a real team.
Yeah, exactly. And so
The issue with the SEC is like they don't want to play a tough out of season schedule because their conference schedule is like ridiculous.
Yeah, but they need to because like they had no practice. I mean, they won yesterday 63-7, and it was like they had in like their third string. They were putting in red shirts.
So can we all agree, and we can stop talking about football after this?
Yeah.
But and I know he's listening to this, so I'm just
Mabry?
gonna not Mabry.
Oh.
I'm just gonna LSU might be the worst college football team in America this year.
Worse than Liberty University online.
Worse than the online university,
Dude,
Liberty University.
Pretty terrible.
So Grant and Angela, I apologize, but
no, I don't.
they you lost to Florida State.
Yeah.
Just as I thought. Trash.
I mean,
Trash.
So did Auburn at one point. So
I just want to say that to get. I mean, Grant's probably riding his truck right now. He's like, "Golly, this is garbage."
dude, Florida
Grant
State
should
is
switch to
garbage.
the SCLSU Mud Dogs.
Florida State isn't a football school.
We were sitting at that
What'd you
rush.
say?
Not as much.
What is?
Florida State.
It's not a football school?
Not for real.
What kind of school are they?
Florida State has a great football team.
I mean,
Better than LSU.
Hey, don't.
Yeah, come on.
Great.
Slow
They're not
down.
great.
The Florida State Gators, dude. Come on.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh. He's got me riled up.
You got the Florida State Gators and the Florida Sentinels. Or Seminoles or something. I don't know.
Sentinels.
They are lamps.
All right. You guys ready to play my game that I've crafted?
All right, yeah.
You've crafted a game.
There's some strong language ahead, so I'll try to beep it out as best I can.
Okay.
So I'm going to try not to read these as we go through them. These are words from Urban Dictionary. Andrew, put fantasy football down.
I gotta make a choice.
No, you have. We'll be done in 30 minutes. You'll have 30 minutes to make a choice.
Okay.
Okay, put your phone down.
We talk about it.
Okay. I got words from Urban Dictionary. I'm going to see if you guys can guess the words. Ready to search them? Is that what you're doing?
Oh, yeah.
I got it. I got it here. I have the answer right here.
Okay.
So it's just a test run. Andrew, what do you think acapella means?
Acapella.
Acapella.
Can you spell it?
A space CRAPELLA. Acapella.
Crapella.
Yeah. Acapella.
I don't know. I couldn't even begin. I mean, it's something about singing. Singing in the pooper.
Someone who's terrible at singing.
Singing badly while listening to music through headphones. Acapella.
Okay.
So I was closer.
Yeah, so that would be Caleb 1 point.
It feels like a weird pun. Like just because you're singing doesn't mean it's acapella.
What is the definition
Basically,
of
crapella.
crap?
Yeah, I get it, but it's like
What is the definition of Ann curried?
Ann curried.
You've been Ann curried.
So Ann Curry was Steph Curry's first wife.
No.
And
No.
it's when you get dumped in and then dumped.
Dumped in? Oh my God.
Golly.
It's being fired unexpectedly. I'm not even going to give you a chance to answer. Being fired unexpectedly without cause.
Why?
That's what happened to Ann Curry.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't even know who that is.
Okay.
You know who Ann
Next-
Curry is?
No, I
Next
guess
word.
not.
Asshole.
Oh, that I guess is you're asking too many questions.
Yeah, someone that asked too many or asks stupid questions.
An individual who asks ridiculous, obnoxious, or irrelevant questions.
I know.
This is often chronic behavior, a.k.a.
Dusty?
10-year-old
You
kid.
say Dusty's an asshole?
It's a joke.
You are something else. Awesome sauce.
I mean, that means it's. Is that like a definition
Something
for that?
fantastic and is undescribable.
Yeah, and it's, or maybe it's very more literal. Like this is an awesome sauce.
Okay. Let's move on. Blame storming. Caleb, you go first. Andrew's gone first in all of these.
Okay. This is something
Blame storming.
I went first
Blame
last time.
storming.
has similar
Blame
to the
storming.
Plandemic. You know.
Plandemic.
I think
Yeah,
it's
blame
when when you know you did something wrong, but you get everybody else on board and blaming someone else.
Isn't that gaslighting? Same thing. Yeah,
Synonyms.
I like that. Yeah. Blame storming. That's when you're all just drinking together and you're just like, who do we blame? And you're just thinking of something.
The Asians.
Why are you drinking together to blame someone?
Well,
I think all of his friends are around. They're like, I'm sick of these coloreds.
no. No.
Has Mary been wearing off on you?
No. No, I didn't say any of this. All right. That's all I got.
Usually in a business setting, the act of attempting to identify who is to blame for a failure or problem rather than trying to brainstorm a solution.
So Jeremy
we're both
didn't,
wrong.
Yeah. Or
What?
Steve didn't finish the development on time.
Steve.
Let's just sit here and talk bad about Steve.
What do you guys think a boomerang child is?
Oh my god! All right. I got it.
Okay.
Boomerang child is going to be where they leave the house at 18, and they're like, "Screw you, mom and dad! I don't want this." And then 3 years later, they come back and they're like, "I have no money. Can you help?"
Okay. I feel like that's a good guess, but I'm going to go with something complete. I'm going to go with my original thought. I'm going to say Boomerang is a TV network.
Oh, nice.
And it has all of the old school cartoons like the Jetsons and Scooby Doo and that kind of stuff.
Oh, wow.
So like
Penelope
a boomerang child is the adults now that grew up watching those TV shows that are on Boomerang now.
That's a good guess too.
That's a great guess, but Andrew was right. I never would have thought of that. That was a great, as you were going through
That's the
it.
actual definition.
A child who moves out to start his or her own life, then returns home to live, often as a result of the economy, but possibly due to irresponsibility of some kind.
Well, those are two different options. I feel like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like some of them are probably like watch Boomerang.
Okay.
But I feel like that's not a fair. You shouldn't be lumping those two into the same category.
Why?
You know, like
But
I
you could
lost my job, I got fired, and all this stuff.
But isn't
and
it
my
your fault
house
for
is-
not having a job that was secure?
But I have a
Not
$70,000
necessarily.
pickup
I mean,
truck.
most people,
Not necessarily. I mean, I could be a researcher for
what if you
for
went
the
to
NASA,
college?
or I could be a software developer.
Yeah, what happens if you were working on the Apollo missions and then Nixon's like, no, I'm a Nixon right in the butt. You're fired.
I'm moving on to the next one. What do you
That's
think?
so funny.
What do you think?
That's what's funny about it is you think it's so funny.
What do you guys think bropocalypse means?
When it's a party and it's just all
Bropocalypse.
bros
Yeah,
and
I
no
think
one
we-
else.
I think we talked about this before.
We did?
Yeah.
A large gathering of adult males with the sole mission of getting drunk.
Let's go.
Bropocalypse.
So
All right.
our podcast every week.
Yeah.
Bye, Felicia.
I mean, it's just when someone you don't like leaves.
Is that right?
Yeah. Like you buy Felicia would usually you'd use it to be like
I mean,
something
people
you're
use it
getting
a
rid
lot.
of, you know. Bye Felicia. Like it's sort of a negative.
Bye, Felicia.
Saying goodbye to someone named Felicia.
That's true. That's a good answer.
Caleb's correct. It's when somebody named Felicia is leaving.
Goodbye,
You say,
Felicia.
Goodbye, Felicia. Exclamation used when a person announces they're exiting, but other people in the area don't care.
I'll go with myself. Wait. Oh, that's what bye Felicia is.
Yeah, bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia.
Wait, when other people don't care?
Yeah.
Like someone's
Like,
making
bye,
a big deal.
Felicia.
Someone's making a big deal. Like I'm leaving.
You're
Goodbye.
like, bye,
have a-"
Felicia.
And
oh,
then
so the other people respond.
other people
with,
respond with bye,
You're like,
Felicia.
"Bye,
We
Felicia."
don't care. Leave.
Dang.
Like when you're like, all right, guys, let's go play some spike ball. I'll see you later. We're like, bye, Felicia.
So
That's
like
harsh.
they're doing the opposite of like an Irish goodbye. Like
Yeah.
they're making a big deal about it.
Oh yeah, that's harsh, man.
Like you know how. Never mind.
You're just like, okay, bye.
You guys ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Designated drunk.
So that's the person who's getting like if it's your 21st birthday, that you're the designated drunk.
You're the person that they're buying shots for and drinks
Yeah.
for and
The
stuff.
individual who drinks all offers of free drinks sent to the designated driver.
Oh, that's
Oh.
sick.
So if you're the, if
You
you're
know
the,
what? You know what? That doesn't apply to men.
Why? Because we all drive drunk.
No, because when's the last time somebody gave you a free drink?
When's the last time?
That's for women. That's like if hey, this guy's giving you a drink from the bar.
Well, no, that's not true. What if you went to a gay bar?
That's true. I've always wanted to try.
I've always wanted to try. Okay. All right.
We could make a game out of it.
He's always wanted to try.
See who gets the most drinks.
Yeah, be kind of fun.
Are you allowed to do any kind of sexual favor?
Oh, that's illegal regardless of which bar you're in.
That's illegal?
I mean, does that not count?
You're saying if some guy was like, I'll
sounds
buy
like-
you a drink, but
sounds-
I mean, the bar's low. Come on, dude. Just a drink?
What?
You poor?
A drink for a hand job? It's pretty good, right?
Oh, Andrew's classy. He's a classy prostitute.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. What is ear jacking?
Oh. You ever seen that Family Guy episode?
What?
It's about when all the kids at schools would start having ear sex.
Oh God.
I haven't seen it.
Oh. I mean, I thought that was a pretty popular
Sounds like a
episode.
South Park episode, none.
Yeah, it sure does.
Ear jacking.
I feel like it's someone that just continues to talk and never stops talking.
That's a good one. That's a good guy. I got a guess too. This is more relevant to when you had earbuds. So with the cords, you know?
Yeah.
So you're just sitting in line. Some guy comes up to you and they're like, "What are you listening to?" And they just jack your bud. They just put it
Oh,
in. Gross.
that's not right. Eavesdropping on a conversation you have no business hearing.
So
Is that
eavesdropping.
just eavesdropping?
Forcing your friends to listen to. Actually, good point. Yeah, that's eavesdropping. Fail Urban Dictionary. Forcing your friends to listen to bad music they don't want to hear.
Oh, ear jack. Yeah, it makes sense. You're like, listen to this new song.
This is hot mix.
How about
Wow. Wow.
Bow.
Wow.
bam, helicopter parent?
Yeah, I mean, like
I mean, that sounds like
that one's pretty normal, right?
All right, next
a
one.
parent that hovers over top of their child and doesn't let them do
I want to
anything.
hear your definition of this one.
Oh, it's not
Hum-
a parent that
hum-
actually flies in helicopter.
Humble
My
brag.
dad was a helicopter
Humble
parent.
brag.
Humble brag.
A brag that is specifically not humble.
Pointing out something that you did that is not impressive.
Without, so I feel like people say, like, if you were to like, oh, well, you know, I just got a $10,000 raise at work, and you just kind of nonchalantly say it, and then somebody says humble brag. But the idea is that, like, they're saying it
you
to
know
not
what?
sound.
Can I change my
Yeah.
doing something or wearing something to show your status without ever saying anything about it?
Also
So,
considered a
for
slight
example,
flex.
always wearing like Lululemon to work out in, and never wearing any other kind of like clothing. Like,
I would call that more a slight flex, personally.
Slight flex. Okay. Humble brag. A boastful statement coached in false humility may be used as a hashtag to draw attention to it before others do.
Really? So
if
somebody
you were
would
like-
be like,
if-
"Here's my new house." Hashtag
If
humble
you no,
brag.
if you were like,
check out my new yacht. Hashtag
if you
humble
were like,
brag.
if you were like, yeah, this shirt's it was a $500 shirt from from wherever, and people would be like, nobody asked you, dude. Why are you saying it?
So is it more like, what if like I asked you, you're like, "Oh, where'd you get that shirt? How much it cost?"
You're like, I got it from the Gap, and it was $50. I mean, you'd be
Gap's
like, all right,
pretty
man,
expensive.
relax.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give you the next one, and then Andrew, I want you to pull. I just had an idea. I want you to pull up new slang terms today. After you guys, I'm gonna give you this one. Then I'm gonna go pee.
Okay.
I want you guys to discuss what this one means.
Oh boy.
Ready?
Yeah.
Just a 30-second definition of jailbait.
Oh, God,
Jailbait?
Exactly. I mean, I know exactly what jailbait is.
All right, what is it?
Of course you do.
Oh, I know.
That's what Andrew does all the
That's
time.
not what I meant.
I've been accused of this all the time.
Jailbait is when, well, so there is a difference. There's like, you can't be like, okay, so jailbait is basically somebody who's under 18, right?
Okay.
That you may or may not be talking to.
Grooming.
But I will say there's like a line. If you're like 23 or like 25, that's not jailbait anymore. That's just pedophilia. You know what I mean? So like,
So
it-
like
it
if
was-
you're
it was-
19 talking to an 18-year-old,
yeah, that's more jailbaity. Or like if you were a senior in high school and you were 18, and then there was like a freshman who's like 14, that would be jailbait.
oh, you mean like in high school?
Yeah.
Like a freshman high schooler and a senior in high school.
Yeah.
You're calling them jailbait?
Yeah, because I mean, technically he's legal, and then this younger girl,
I never thought of it.
or maybe like a couple years later, like he's 20 in college, and there's like a 16-year-old. You're like, that's jailbait, bro. But there's a
That's-
line once you get
is
like you're a senior.
Isn't it kind of
college.
crazy how like whenever you go to college and then all of a sudden like high school girls, like all of a sudden just, I don't know, they just seem younger.
Yeah.
Like, it's just crazy to me.
It's just a different. Well, I think
Like, you
it's just
enter
experience.
college and you start going to college, or you don't have to. You enter the workforce and you start going, but you graduate high school,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, like all these girls that like maybe a sophomore in high school and you were a senior, you could have dated,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, like now you're in like the workforce or college, and you're like, wow, they're so young. Like,
yeah.
to think that
It
they're
does change almost immediately. Like,
yeah. It's like
weird.
Are you still
instant.
talking about jailbait?
yeah.
Oh my
kinda.
god,
I
it's,
mean,
too,
I was-
it's too long.
No,
We
I
kind
made
of
a
went
good-
into like a deeper conversation
I
about
made a
it.
good distinction that like jailbait only applies to like when up to like maybe a junior in college. If you're past that, then it's just like
You said 23 or 25.
okay, well whatever
That's
that is.
past college age.
Okay, so we'll say you
23
all
is like-
college.
Wait, what are you saying?
that
That he
jailbait only
jailbaits.
really
That he's
no.
jailbait.
Jailbait really only applies to like if you're a junior in college dating like a 17-year-old in high school. That's jailbait.
So like,
Oh, I understand.
After that,
You're
it's
saying the
pedophilia.
17-year-old is jailbait.
Yes. After
Oh, you're saying. Oh, I got you. So you're saying that it's not pedophilia if you're a junior in college or less.
yeah, probably something like that. I don't know.
All
If
right.
I don't know if we should even be drawing these lines.
You drew a pretty
I mean,
hard line.
Yeah, I mean, you said it pretty specifically.
I think the
But
courts
for-
will think differently, Andrew.
For like, and I remember it being a thing in high school. Like, if you were all your senior buddies, if they like were dating or had
A seventh
had
grader or
an
something.
evening with a with a freshman. The lowest we went was freshman. Good God. If they had like a night out with a freshman, you'd be like, "That's jailbait, bro."
It's not jailbait. It's actual. It's actual
No, he
statutory rape. Actual statutory rape.
Yeah, but he was.
And if
Exactly. That's kind of the point.
But then we went into talking about like how crazy it is that you graduate high school, and then the day before you graduate high school, you could think about like a sophomore in high school and be like, oh, like you could be dating a sophomore in high school, you graduate, and all of a sudden it's like weird. Like, I don't know, like you get into the workforce or go to college, whatever you do after high school, but dating you're dating a high schooler.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
different. Like,
yeah, I mean, I'll be
remember
honest with
when I was like, I started teaching 2 years after I graduated at the same high school. So like, there were girls that were like there when
He was
I
like,
was there.
I'll be back and see you in a couple of years.
No, sir. It was the complete opposite. It was like,
Stay away from them.
yeah, it was like, you guys are children.
That's like whenever I worked at in South Carolina at the high school, because at the time I was like fresh out of college, I was younger, and they were like, hey, this girl continues to stay after practice and want to hang around and all this kind of stuff. Like, what do you do? I was like, I make sure
Have sex with her.
Yeah, what else do you do? What do you mean?
What are you talking about? Why is this a question?
What?
You sleep with her. What are you talking about?
Good God.
Yeah, but I mean,
No,
it's
sir.
definitely a problem that is in
Yeah, every year I have to do like training on the whole situation.
to not be attracted to
No, not like
14-year-olds.
I don't think you need training for that.
Okay, so here's the thing. If you're 18 and the girl is under 18, that's illegal.
Not in the state of Alabama.
Oh, let's use that as our freaking measuring stick of what is
Alabama's the
right.
one, yeah.
No, most states have something so like a Romeo and Juliet thing. Like if you turn 18 and you're
Was that they have to kill each other?
yeah, they all have to kill each
Oh,
other.
okay.
For example, I was 18 for a month and 1 day longer than Rachel.
But but Andrew's like, they have a rule in Alabama. If you're 18 and she's 12, you can
No.
6 years is fine.
It's only to
She's
6.
12.
It's only to 16 because that's the age of consent.
16 is the age of consent in
Alabama-
Alabama.
Alabama-
Why do you know that
no.
so
Yeah, I was
rapidly?
I grew up in Alabama.
I grew up in Pennsylvania. I don't know what the age of
I
consent
was
is.
16
And
at
you-
one point.
And so you were like, I better know when I can consent.
Yeah, of course.
Alabama's like, all right, listen, there has to be at least a 7-year within,
It's like 7
and they
years.
have to be blood related. It's
they-
like, oh my god,
You can only sleep with somebody if they're 6 years younger, if they're related.
Like what?
God, this is what a
Some
weird
places.
rule.
Yeah.
Kay Ivy's like, woo, let's get it.
And she's drinking.
I'm glad jailbait took such a good turn.
I mean, it was a serious conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you graduate
I
high-
can't tell you how many times
If you graduate
I've
high
worked
school.
at like that. I mean, seriously, there's people. There's some sick people out there, man. Like, and it's a weird because it's common for like people who recently graduated that are like in college to go like coach or teach or be at other high schools.
Coach.
Right. I can't tell you how many times I've like went to teach at a school, and like all the staff sits down with the band director, and they all have a conversation.
Is the band director a bad thing? It's like the band director have sex with a lot of kids?
No, isn't like the band director says like, hey, don't talk to any of the students in this way. You're here to teach, and that's it. Yeah. And like I can name a handful of people that like I know.
Let me ask you this:
so like broken that rule.
So like in college, we had to do a high school rotation for athletic training, and they would always all the professors would be like, hey, these are high schoolers. Yeah. You're a college student now. You can't be doing anything with these
fraternizing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And like this is our program on the line.
Yeah. I was like, what if they're hot? Is it the matter if they're? He's like, well, if they're hot, yeah, of course.
He's like, well, they were a cheerleader. It's like, well, obviously.
What if they're like kind of hot skanks? He's like, well, yeah, obviously the hot skanks. I'm talking about the other ones.
Oh, jeez.
So is it less weird? Let's say you were a senior in high school and you were dating so you said freshman.
Yeah, I mean that's
okay. So let's say sophomore.
It's not inappropriate.
Wait,
though.
It's a little inappropriate. Let's say sophomore. Let's say sophomore.
Sophomore just to ease my
Let's say
mind.
sophomore just to feel better. So you're a senior dating a sophomore.
Andrew was a senior dating freshman.
No, I didn't.
Then you graduate, but you dated her the whole time. So now you're a senior. You've graduated. You're still dating this person. You're in college.
Yeah.
Or
I think you should probably dump them.
Is this as bad as you didn't know this person, you graduated college, and then you somehow connected?
Oh, that's way worse.
Way worse, right?
Yeah, that's way worse. Because then you're like...
Because you're like searching for them. Yeah, you're like, who's the youngies?
If you went to homecoming together, that's totally different.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. That's fair. Yeah. Andrew's like, what if I met her and then I went back to coach band? I mean...
So if you think about it, all right. So a sophomore to senior is what, 3 years difference?
Yeah.
In age?
Yeah.
I mean, depends on how stupid the guy is.
So like...
He's like...
So like a senior...
held back 10 years.
A senior graduates, she or he, whatever.
I mean, it matters if it's a girl or a guy.
But they become a junior.
Yeah.
Now, take it in like college perspective. So a senior in college is dating a sophomore in college. He graduates.
A senior in college is dating a
enters the
sophomore.
workforce, says that my girlfriend's still in college.
That's totally fine.
That's fine.
It's not. Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
I feel like
most of the reason that's okay is because of the age.
I'm like 20, I'm like 24 and could like reasonably date probably anybody in college because like it's
or high school.
No. I'm not gonna give you that. It's not true. Very much not okay. Well, I mean, like, you become an adult.
Unless she's...
I hate you.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Anyways.
So you can date anybody in college?
Realistically, probably.
You have to understand, though, like, okay, so yes.
Not that I would, because, like, they have totally different life.
The maturity is a lot different.
Yeah.
And if they're in high school, you can mold them to be...
You said that.
Oh, band director Andrew. Is that what they call you?
No.
I'm
what do they call you?
Drumline director?
Mr. Weiss?
No, they just call me Andrew.
Drewbert?
He's like, first thing I want you to know about me, kids, is my nickname is my nickname is Big D. Okay? If any of you ladies want to find out.
No.
Oh.
My nickname is Sperm Whale?
Yeah, my nickname is Sperm Whale. Why? Spread my seed all over the place. You just clenched your fist a little bit, and I was like, all right, Andrew. Obviously, you're not telling the kids that your nickname is Sperm Whale.
It's not my nickname to begin with.
Didn't we decide that it is?
Yeah.
No.
You responded to it.
How many nicknames do we have?
You have at least 3.
I mean, there's so many nicknames.
I mean,
you have 4.
Okay, let me ask you this.
All right, what's your second game?
Andrew, you have the most nicknames.
Let me ask you this, because this actually happened in my school. A kid gets held back 1,000,000 times. He's not a freshman, but he's like 18 years old.
So he starts staying.
Is it cool? Is it cool for him to date a freshman?
I'll tell you what, it's not. It's not cool for my tax dollars to keep paying for this kid.
Okay, well, this is a different story. I mean,
we're going down to.
That's different.
He has to date the teachers.
Yeah, he's got to date the teachers, right? Yeah. He's got to bang the teachers.
There's plenty of that going on too.
Did you ever bang a teacher?
No, but
tell me off air. Tell me off air. Tell me off air.
No.
I mean, tell me off air.
It didn't happen ever.
Okay, we'll talk about it off air. I know you don't want to say it on the podcast, but we'll talk about it.
There was definitely college professors that would have been awesome.
Oh, but you didn't that would have been awesome. Yeah. But you didn't do it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the high school one off air.
No, it didn't happen.
Maybe dude.
All right, you said you had 2022 slang.
These are the ones that what is that? Chuggy?
Chuggy.
What does that mean?
This word, pronounced chuggy.
Do you know what this is?
It sounds familiar.
Okay.
Has swooped in to replace old fan favorite basic. It refers to the painfully
Chuggy?
mainstream or along the same vein, someone hanging on to things that were cool years ago.
So you're chuggy.
So
That's
chuggy. I've
So
never heard that.
if I
actually.
liked if I still liked Power Ranger toys, people would be like, "That's Chuggy."
I mean, no, that's vintage.
Oh god, this is
Oh,
too difficult.
yeah, this
So
is
what
too
is
many-
Chuggy?
Chuggy would be like, let's think.
You still watch football? That's chuggy. We
No,
watch.
that's like too broad. It's got to be like what's something that was kind of big last year?
My wiener.
What changed? What changed?
Yikes. TRD.
Married, pregnant. TRT.
Last year,
Like say the
Crocs are coming back in.
Oh, Crocs.
Yeah, so now
Crocs
Crocs are
are
kind of
chuggy?
basic, so now they're chuggy.
Crocs are basic.
Yeah, because everybody has them.
What is basic?
Same thing as chuggy. Oh, you don't know what basic
They're
is?
synonyms.
What is basic?
Are you basic?
Oh, you can't know what chuggy is if you don't know what basic
Is basic like the girls that drink pumpkin spice latte?
Yeah, that is basic.
Oh, nice,
That is
dude.
basic. So Rachel and Laura.
Basic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basic.
Ooh, I wouldn't. That's not a good thing.
I don't think
What do you
Laura.
mean it's not a good thing?
I don't think they are, but you can say whatever you want.
I like both of them the way they are.
Don't call it chuggy. That just sounds bad anyways.
That does sound bad. I'm not gonna. No.
Chuggy.
If I called,
Like, honey, you're being a little chuggy. You call me what?
yeah, if I called either one of them chuggy, I think I would
Chuggy
end up
sounds
dead
li-
somewhere in a
Chuggy,
ditch.
Chuggy sounds a little racially motivated, doesn't it?
It
That
does.
just sounds more like it sounds like a concept of chunky.
Chuggy.
Man, you
fat
chuggy.
All right, what's
You
the
need
next
to get
one?
on that
The
RP.
next
You
one-
chuggy.
This one's good. I use this one often actually.
Rent free.
Rent free.
Where you're like psyching someone out, right?
Well, so
That's when
it's
you like live in somebody's head.
yeah, when
Yeah.
something is like keeping you active. Yeah.
Like if
In
you're
your-
like
in your
afraid,
thoughts.
You're thinking
if like
about
we're
it.
doing a CrossFit workout and you're like in your home thinking about how I might beat you the next day.
Yeah.
I'm living rent free.
Yeah.
Like I was living rent free in Mabry and Garrett's head all day.
That's right.
That's
Oh,
exactly what I would say. Yes, 100%. Yeah. Vibe check is when you're like, hey, you down for dating younger people? And you're like, yeah.
What's wrong with you? You
I
gotta
think it's
stop.
funny. I think it's funny. It's funny.
Do you have trauma because your friend went to jail?
Hey, how dare you? We were insensitive. I'm talking hypotheticals. I'm talking hypotheticals and making jokes. You're bringing up real stuff.
All right.
You insensitive person.
Well,
I can't even believe you.
Andrew doesn't know how to take you right now. He doesn't know if you're being
You are
serious or
something
not.
else, dude. I'm joking around having a good time with my friends, and you're like, hey, how about your friend who went to prison? Is that cool, Andrew?
yeah, it is. I think it's
Okay.
hilarious.
Right.
All right, let's move on.
Anyways, vibe check is I don't know, that's weird. Using vibe check is kind of chuggy.
What? You're gonna use what?
So vibe check is like, wait, is someone acting shady or negative?
It's kind of like
You're like, vibe check.
well, no.
Oh, so
that's
if Caleb was like, this podcast is stupid, I'm like, vibe check.
no, that's a kind of older use of it a little bit. Vibe check.
What? There's an old use of this
Vibe
new
check
use.
now is like maybe Grant Beard just joined the gym and we're like, I don't know about this guy. Then he says like, y'all like shrimp? And you're like, all right, he passed the vibe check.
Because he likes shrimp?
Just because he's a fun guy.
So seafood is the line of demarcation?
yeah, that's right.
Okay, well, that makes sense, I guess.
No more shrimp. No more gator.
Yeah, no more shrimp, no more gator.
The next one is main character. Do you know what this one is? Y'all
Is
guess.
that like the star?
Yeah.
Of David.
I mean, yeah. That
But
leads
like-
to Jesus, the main character.
Well,
Like-
main character means like the person that's in,
Like the people
It's-
that want
yeah, it's-
that need the most attention.
like Aaron
Yeah,
Rodgers
yeah.
is the main character of the Packers.
Yeah, it's more related now to like content, I think. Like, so if you post a video, it'll be like a kid dancing, but he's like dancing while like something else big is happening, and then they'll be like, oh, this kid is the main character. Like nobody else matters.
Oh, okay.
You know?
I don't like that one. I wish people didn't use it as like a different term
Yeah.
between or besides like actual main character thing.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah. Like I said, it's
People
more
that
just
use
for
it-
content.
People that
don't
use
really
it should
say
stop. They don't say it.
Not as much. I've never really heard somebody.
They probably
say
say
it.
MC. They're like MC.
He's the MC. Well, like if you were
Mic check.
at a concert or something, and some guy was just like dancing and just he was
Be like,
kicking
this
butt.
guy, dude.
He's like, that guy's the main character.
Oh, it's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good.
Oh, I thought it was a bad thing.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like he's the guy who like has the attention.
So it's not a bad thing.
No, it's
So it's someone who needs like has the attention. I gotcha.
it's the idea is that like if you were to frame the situation,
That's the main character.
he's the main
So like
So it's not a word. It's not a.
So like whenever I'm briefing a workout here at the gym and Jeremy's talking over top of me, Jeremy's the main character.
It's attempting to be.
I gotcha. I understand.
He's attempting emceeing.
Yeah, I don't know if that would classify because usually it's like something.
This is way more difficult than I thought it was going to be for such an
something that's
main
more
character.
interesting than,
Like maybe I don't know,
and it can be multiple
main characters.
Yes. Like say you're at a concert or something, or like
somebody stuck in a dryer.
Like here's a good example. There's no dryers.
You don't know. I mean, what are you talking about?
What concert are you going to?
So you say you're at the park and you're enjoying a picnic and there's like some band playing or something, but then two people are getting engaged. Like
they steal the show.
Yeah, they're like
they steal the show. Okay, it's stealing the show.
Same scenario, but those two people aren't getting engaged; they're having sex.
Probably,
yeah.
Just a different film. You know?
Okay. Let's move on.
All right, cool. Caught in 4K. That's a good one.
I think that means when
someone caught and red-handed.
I think it's like, dude, I got a good. You got caught.
Video evidence of you doing something bad.
Yeah, that's a better example. So like, you're just sitting at Waffle House and you're like, I mean, both are the same, but I guess does kind of have to be on video, right? Because it's like, say you're sitting at Waffle House, you're eating, and you just like you pick your nose a little. Somebody's video, and you're like, caught you in 4K.
Even if it's not in 4K,
it doesn't need to be 4K resolution now.
What's an interesting thing to say? Couldn't you say caught on video? You can do it, yeah.
It's not the same.
Can't you do it on your phone? Right?
Should I upgrade to the iPhone?
Solid digital evidence.
Should I upgrade to the iPhone 14?
Yeah, you should.
I should.
Well, I don't know.
I can do it for free for Verizon.
Oh, look,
the camera is phenomenal. It's
Andrew,
significantly better.
I have you on 4K.
Oh, you got caught in 4K, bro.
Yeah, but I'm not really doing anything.
I mean,
and we're on video currently.
Yeah, but that's not 4K.
I think it is 4K.
Is 4K.
Yeah.
Is it 1080?
We're all.
Actually, no, it's not 4K.
It's a 1080p. We're so poor.
See, look at that. Caught
Let's go to the next one.
All right,
Crush that one.
Is understood.
I know this one.
Let's hear it.
It's when you like do something super cool, and everybody's like, "That person understood the assignment."
Yeah. That's
yeah.
pretty close.
So like basically when you succeed at something?
No. If you were like, if we were playing spike ball and I spiked it,
that's bad.
You'd be like, he understood the assignment.
Yeah. The definition says you can use this for someone that is really killing it in some aspect of their lives.
Boom. I understood the assignment, son. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Next one.
Bussin'.
I know what this one is. It's when the table is dirty and you clean it off so the next people can sit down.
Yeah, you're bussing the tables.
Yeah.
Bussin'.
No, wait, is that really what? Okay.
No, bussin' is
like Caleb guessed.
use the. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Like, whenever you have a large group of people in
y'all really don't
vehicle.
know this.
I don't. I have no idea what it means. I have no idea what it means.
You're bussing people around. I like that. That's good. No, so it's more so used with the S word as well. That bussin', and it's a
crap.
It's a good thing.
Crap. Is that what you meant?
Yeah,
Like it's banging.
Yeah, it's like
it's banging.
It's really good.
That stuff is bussin'.
And it's mainly for food.
Oh.
And it's turned into a kind of a meme now where like you sort of defile your food and then eat
you have sex with your food?
Yeah.
So like you.
If you had sex with if you had sex with your mashed potatoes.
So now what you
I
do
like it for the texture.
So yeah, say you had hot wings or something.
Oh my God.
And hold on, and you just like you eat a bite of it, and then the video comes up to you, and you have like ranch all over your face, and you're like, that bussin'. That's the video.
Is that an actual video you've seen?
Yeah,
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Because that was very specific.
So basically, it's like
so you're a
it's
slob.
It's so good that you just can't help yourself, and you make yourself a slob.
Yeah, it's bussin', dude. You can use this. With
Andrew's
something
like,
that's really, really good.
He puts the definition up. It's like cleaning a table.
Oh, I was so good. This food is bussin'.
So you eat chicken wings like
is really bussin'. Oh, you can double it up. It says
bussin'.
Yeah.
Ooh, double bus.
All right, let's do two more, Andrew.
All right, the blueprint. I don't know this.
The plan.
I think it's the plan, right?
This describes when someone is so perfect or did so well at something that they are deemed the original.
Oh. It's like when you watch Spike Ball, you're like, Dusty's the blueprint.
No.
I think that's exactly what it's talking
comparable
about.
to OG.
Oh, so
it's like
so
when
Spike
you
Ball,
listen to Reaching for the Bars podcast, you're like, oh, that's the blueprint.
They're like,
Yeah.
that's the
We're
blueprint.
like Adam. Adam is our blueprint listener.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
I like it.
Okay.
Ate that. I'm going to guess it means that you ate something.
Ate that.
Ate
I have
that.
not heard this.
Ate that. You probably have to say it like a jerk. You can't say it nice. Like, I ate that.
This essentially
Ate
refers to someone who
Ate that.
doing a great job. For example, if
Oh.
someone is performing a very impressive dance, when they're done, you might turn to your friend, say, they ate that.
Oh, so you do say it like
It
that.
can also be abbreviated to they ate or even left no crumbs.
Oh, so like,
Left no crumbs. Dude, I hate everybody.
so like
pretty bad.
whenever,
I don't know that
so like whenever someone's trying to get hyped up, like before like a sporting event, like it's time to eat, and then it's the afterwards.
Oh, it's the.
They ate that.
I see.
I ate
No
that.
crumbs left.
There's no crumbs on the
It's
left.
time to eat. I ate that.
They ate that out.
Nope.
Yeah, this sounds like something. I'm gonna be honest. This sounds like something Grant would say. Grant would say something like before competition, be like, "It's time to eat. It's time to eat." And
Leave
then
no crumbs.
and then
Leave no
he-
crumbs.
Yeah. And then he'd finish and be like, "Man, I ate all of it. I ate all the shrimp and grits on my plate."
All of it. I ate
You're
it.
like, why is this so specific?
He's like, "Why you?"
It can be
Why
anything
you-
else.
can
besides-
you?
It doesn't have to be shrimp and grits.
With him it is.
I mean, it's
All right, last one.
Sending me.
Sending me.
Oh, boy.
How would somebody
Nudes?
use this?
I'd be like, if I got really mad and you're like, I'd be like, you're sending me.
oh, like triggered.
You're sending me.
Like you're getting triggered.
You're sending me. Yeah.
That's exactly it. Actually.
Is it really?
It's kind of like I can't even. Similar to
Dude.
that. So it's like, you're like,
It's like you're getting triggered.
yeah, it's like, you just texted the group. You're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna be 20 minutes late. I had to stop by Chick-fil-A. And be like, dude, that's sending me right now.
You're sending me, dude. You're sending me.
Yeah.
Get here right now. You're sending me. Got
That's
it.
good. That's good.
Sending me.
Good job,
Dude,
Dusty.
I'm great at this game.
Yeah.
I'm glad
You're
I
so
thought
hip.
of it. Yeah, I'm so
But
hip.
it also can be like,
What does simp mean? What does simp mean?
oh, you don't know what simp?
No, what is simp?
Like
Is it
simple? Like basic, like chewy.
What is it?
What was
I
that
saw
first
simp.
one?
I saw simp.
I'm gonna get
Chuji?
the Urban Dictionary. Simp
Okay. I
definition.
saw the word simp the other day, and then I was like, well, I have to ask Andrew what it
A
is.
simp is definition someone who does way too much for a person they like.
Oh,
What this comes from is like it came from streaming and stuff. So if you simp for somebody,
simp through somebody.
So you
For
have,
somebody.
so basically you have sympathy for them. So then you do too much for them.
I don't know if it's from sympathy,
Yeah, because you know why.
but
I
it's
always
like,
want
it
to
turned
drive
into,
something
like-
back to like its original form. So
It
this
might
really
be.
frustrates me. I'm gonna be honest.
Simp.
So it started as like people who thought streamers were hot. They would give like $1,000 donation.
They'd be like simp.
You'd be like, "You're a simp."
Oh,
dude.
Oh, so you're
And then-
like
but then it turned into like, you hold the door for girls.
you simp. Oh, so like
so it became an insult.
so manners,
Oh, yeah.
manners.
Basically, it's like, are you doing something for a girl to try to get that girl's attention? That's simping.
Oh, so if you were like you bought her dinner,
Simp.
simp.
Huge simp. Saturday,
Oh, you're being a gentleman.
Oh,
yeah,
you made
simp.
her
You need to-
orgasm, you simp.
So this is,
You bought her
I
flowers.
bought her a car and a whole blank house, and we not even dating. That's the
And we
that's-
not even dating.
That's a high level.
That's
simp.
the mecha simp.
Yeah. Low level. simp
Search
is hold the
mega
door.
simp.
Mega simp. That might be one.
I think it's a word.
Is that when they buy him?
A man
Oh.
who charges.
Oh, a man who charge it.
A
What?
man who changes their Snapchat Bitmoji so that matches the girlfriend.
What?
This one doesn't even have a. This one's definition is just a person.
Oh, somebody added that. Mega simp. click on Chase Hibbs.
Chase Hibbs is a mega simp. Oh, this is just.
Oh man, I don't know who this guy is, but
I don't know,
Dude,
Chase.
we need to find
Sounds
Chase.
Like you're a real
Sorry,
mega
Chase.
simp.
Chase is a mega simp.
what a simp.
That's pretty funny, dude.
Mega simp.
A male that is obsessed with banging a girl he wants to become her.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
that's weird.
Oh, so mega simp is more like transsexualism.
That's weird.
How dare you?
We'll stick with simps.
Let's take a simp.
Okay.
Yeah.
This was fun.
It went too far.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, simp is good. You should also another one you should use is stan.
I'm not going to use any of these.
Stan.
But
I won't
okay.
use Stan or simp.
Stan is a better
A
one.
reference to the Eminem
You know
song.
the Eminem song Stan?
Yeah.
When I collapse, I'm driving. Yeah.
Y'all know the song?
Mom spaghetti.
It's just, he has a crazy fan
Knees weak,
who ends up
arms are
killing
heavy.
himself and his pregnant wife because
He
Eminem
killed
never-
himself first and then killed his pregnant
They
wife.
drove him off a bridge, and it's basically about because Eminem never like reached back to him. So a stan is like a crazy fan.
Oh, so don't be a crazy fan.
Yeah, don't be a stan, bro.
So if somebody's like, "Oh, I love Patrick Mahomes," you're like, Dude,
so
Yeah, don't be a
Stan.
so Eminem created a word through his song.
The song is called Stan
Yeah,
because
I gotcha.
the guy's
because he's
name
a
is-
crazy fan.
but the guy's name was Stan.
I got that.
Yeah,
I get
yeah,
it.
Yeah, Stan. Yeah, don't be a crazy
I
fan.
pick it up. Yeah, thanks.
But it again, that came from streamers. A lot of stuff comes from streamers now
Yeah.
these days.
Hey,
Because
it's almost time for football.
Yeah,
it is almost
should
time
get
for
home.
football. Yeah.
All right. Hey guys, thanks for listening.
Yes.
Oh, Dad.
No, I don't like that.
I do.
All right.
Go Gators.
Hopefully next time Mabry will be here.
Maybe.
Go Fins.
Thanks, Caleb, Andrew.
Yeah, maybe
Dusty.
Mabry will join us one of these
Maybe
weeks.
Mabry. Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah. Goodbye.